What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahai Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy Flex Gilbert, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Dex Lawrence the second.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, good everybody. Welcome back to another episode, Flag on the Play, College Football Edition. And we're back here with the guys. Remember, how we feeling?
Oh, good.
Good.
The
awards are around the corner. Don't they get announced tomorrow?
What?
The awards, the college football awards. I know the Heisman is next week, but I'm pretty sure the awards get announced tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think a few of them get announced tomorrow.
We already know who won the Heisman, though.
Sure. Yeah. We gonna get to them awards though, but before we get to this recap, I'm sorry with you, Tegan. Just breaking news: Bill Belichick, so odd. Is now the head coach for North Carolina. How are we feeling about this?
I kind of like it, to be honest. Here's the thing: I got some buddies near North Carolina, and they were looking at the Tulane head coach. They were looking at a couple of different guys. They were looking at Matt Campbell at Iowa State, and then Belichick's camp reached out to North Carolina, and they're kind of taking a step back of it. I mean, here's the thing. You can easily point out the flaws that it's most likely not going to work because Belichick doesn't want to deal with the recruiting. He doesn't want to deal with the portal. There's one thing I will say that Belichick's going to be able to do is filter out the guys that want to play football or the guys that want to play for an NIL bag. Trent, you made a mention of it at fall camp.
Come the hardest thing they ever go through their life.
And with that in mind, I think it's going to be interesting. We don't expect North Carolina to be a playoff team. If they end up getting there with Belichick, that's cool. It's going to be a culture builder. I think it's going to be interesting. And for a program like North Carolina, why not swing big? I mean, the upside is there. Plus, Belichick wants control. He just does. And he wasn't going to get that at the NFL.
Scar?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting for sure. I guess I'll touch on the recruiting a bit more. Obviously, the sport is driven by talent acquisition and being able to recruit at the high school level. I mean, maybe a little less with the transfer portal rules these days, but at the end of the day, building a program comes down to whether you can recruit high school. And I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. I feel like I don't know how personable Belichick is. Like the thing I keep coming back to is like, how old is Bill? Like 73, whatever. He's an older guy. I mean, most of the kids who are coming out 2026, 27 class, they really, I mean, I don't know if they were even watching football when Belichick was doing his thing with the Patriots. So I really don't know like how much they're going to care about that. But I mean, we'll see. Like a lot of people like are trying to compare it to other NFL coaches going to college. I don't really think you can compare it like that just because like I don't think like Herm Edwards or even Jim Harbaugh, like going from the NFL down to the college level, even compare, like they don't even have a fraction of the success that Belichick had in the NFL. So like, it's tough to compare them, but it's going to be interesting. I kind of like they're not the same person, but in a way it might work from like a recruiting standpoint is like, I mean, look at what Deion does at Colorado. You never see Coach Prom going to high school kids' homes. Like you never see pictures of him at in-home visits or at high schools. He kind of recruits out of Boulder and gets kids to come to him. So I think maybe it'll work like that. Maybe a lot of kids will want to come visit UNC just to check it out now. But, I mean, even if it doesn't work out for UNC, I doubt that Belichick would want to coach there without a list of demands, right? Like they're going to have, facilities being upgraded, a resource upgrade, more NIL is probably going to get pumped in. Like a lot of improvements are going to be made in that program. So I think it's overall decent.
Grant?
I'm just still trying to process this because I never thought out of all the people that North Carolina would consider like looking to hire, Bill Belichick. Just I don't know if this is a push for maybe his son to get this job later down the line, or if this is something that the school has been trying to build. I agree with Tegan. I don't see this as like a huge like needle mover. It's crazy because I never thought Bill Belichick would go back to college. Like Saban might be gone, but Bill I think would make this program interesting. And North Carolina's kind of like in a place right now, program-wise, they didn't have a great year last year. They've been sort of on modern ground. And so I think just looking at this move, it's so interesting for me, at least, to see why they would go for this move. Because granted, with the landscape of how of college football, with the NIL, with the transfer portal, I'm really interested to see how he adapts to that after spending so much time just being up in a position like he was at the NFL level, where it was a whole different ball game. Now he's kind of sort of going down a level. And I'm interested to see how he adapts to that. Also, just for UNC, I want to see what talent he can bring in. Because if you have a name like Bill Belichick, that's the head of your program, best believe there will be big names in that portal who will want to come play for North Carolina, to be under that leadership and to be able to play for him. So I think it's a huge pull. But yeah, basically, like what everyone said, it's a weird move, but I think this is a move that I think for North Carolina, it could shake up a lot of things for their program. Now, do I think it's going to put them in the playoff hopes? No. I think it's just something it's you're going to give it time, give them 2-3 years, see where they're at, and maybe it can build up. But it's a very, very weird move for me, because I did not think when I heard the rumors, I thought it was they're just saying this. They're having interviews and they haven't finalized it yet. And then when I got the notification this afternoon, I was like, oh, so we're actually doing this. Okay, so let's see how it goes. It's interesting that UNC went this route, but I'm really excited to see how it goes.
Bama?
I don't know. I know how experts are. They like to overreact to shit. I think it won't be hard for them. I don't know, bro, because this is how I think about it, right? North Carolina, the state itself, because you're gonna have to get a lot of the top talent from within. That's what Nick Saban was able to do to make Alabama the powerhouse. He started at home. He was able to get Julio, Draker Patrick, all these top guys from Alabama that was always leaking out. I'm trying to figure out, if Bill Belichick will be able to do that. That's what it really don't even matter about recruiting high school. That portal's so lucrative, bro. Deion just gave every coach the blueprint. You really don't have to worry about high school like everybody be thinking, bro. That portal, there's so many kids in that portal night in and night out, bro. That's football different. So it's almost like the NFL in that regard. I don't know, man. College is a different dynamic, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, maybe they will do good. Maybe he will do good. I don't know, bro. I have to see that shit with these YNs first. That shit work. That shit work with the Patriots. But it's bro, you got a bunch of professional men there, bro. You gotta. I don't know how you're gonna deal with recruiting your players every year, even the players you have. That's a different dynamic, bro. That's something I'm even looking to see with how Debo handled. Kendrick Law, Caleb Odom, and the port. You're gonna have to deal with that in college. I don't know. Buddy brought up a good point. He's 70 some years old. That's gonna be some work cut out for him. I mean, then also this too, fellas. We know college football is more of an offensive game than defensive. So just seeing how Bill Belichick handled Matt Jones, shit, boy. I could just only imagine, bro. You know what I mean? How is he gonna handle offense? Who gonna come over there? It's a lot. Is that real? Because what I had saw was he pitched a plan to be the coach for them. Gave a whole setup of the coaches he gonna have. So it's final. He legit the UNC head coach now.
Yeah, and he's probably gonna bring his son to be the DC.
I don't know. I have to see, bro. I still got him ranked. I mean, he'll probably be a top 20 coach coming in, if that. But for that top 10 list, I don't think he's better than none of them coaches. For his winning the national championship at North Carolina, bro, that's hard, bro. That's tough, bro. Because kids don't give a fuck that you just Bill Belichick. They already going to Ohio State, Oregon. You know what I mean? There's so many schools. You feel me? I don't know, bro. I mean, that's hard. I don't know. No, North Carolina don't have enough football tradition for me to be oh, okay, yeah, he can do something over there. Because he pretty much just taking a blank program and turning it into something. Matt Brown was a proven college football coach, and look what he did over there.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
Donnie?
I got nothing to add on. I feel like everyone kind of covered it, so I'll just leave it as that.
I bet. So cool. Let's get to these games. When we first start off, of course, Friday night, UNLV at Boise State, Ashton Genty, another huge game, 209 yards, 1 TD. I didn't even know that the head coach for UNLV, he left to go to Purdue. I did not know that.
Yes,
Wow.
he did.
He did.
I did not know that. That's wild. So
Yeah,
we keep talking about with Boise. Because of course they got the buy and shit. It's Donnie, I'm starting with you. Could Boise possibly win a playoff game versus either SMU or Penn State?
The reason I'm going to say no is just because I think their secondary, even for Power 4 standards, isn't great. I think it's fine, but I mean, the thing about Boise, and I've said it before, like, it's kind of just, I'm not going to say a one-man show because that's kind of disrespectful, but in terms of other Power 4 schools, Army, Navy, Tulane, hell, UNLV, I think they have better rosters top to bottom. It's just when you have, outside of Travis Hunter, the best player in the country, you know, it's going to be super helpful. I'm not too sure. You're most likely going to go up against Penn State. That's a very good defensive line. It's a very good offense. I'm not too sure. Maybe you can pull off a miracle. I know people are going to look back and say they almost beat Oregon. Take that game with a grain of salt. Oregon kind of took a few weeks to get going, but either way, still an impressive game considering you went to Eugene. I don't know if they can beat them, but I could see, you know, is there a scenario where it's kind of like that game where they lose by 3-7 because just one score? Like, I can see that, but I don't know if they can win a game.
Bama?
Depending on who they match up with. They match up with somebody with a good defense, probably not. I don't know, bro. I gotta see some. I'm checking out some because y'all keep saying Boise State offense is like just Ashton Genty, bro. But I just feel like they offense is a little bit more balanced. Oh well, now they dwindled out 220 to 250. But I mean, yeah, they ain't just got no like nobody. Everybody just gag on. But shit, when I be watching them play, boy, them receivers straight. Number 3 tough, bro. Like, them boys really running routes out there. And, like, how they use Ashton Genty, bro, that's why I'm like, that's what make me think that they can really pop somebody because, like, they pass game is like an NFL pass game coming out to play action. Everybody sucking down, looking down, no Diddy, looking at Ashton Genty, bro. So a lot of them boys one-on-one coverage with safeties and outside backers, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, they could pop somebody. Like, Penn State, probably not because Penn State defense tough, but like I don't know. It's a few schools they could pop. Well, there, like, it's a few schools they could pop. Well, for real, playing with them, like sleeping on them. I mean, you could say take Oregon with a grain of salt, but if you just look at their offense and how they run it, bro, they'll be able to pop a lot of teams. Like for real, maybe their defense not all that. I'll say that. Like it's gonna boil down to what if their defense can get a stop. You feel me? But if they defense get a couple stops, they'll put the pressure on a few people. Bro.
Great.
I don't really think that this team, regardless of where they're at with the bye, I don't know if they are going to be either SMU or Penn State, regardless of who they play. I think, granted, the way this offense has been mainly the main story behind that Boise State offense has just been really Ashton Genty and just the production he's had every single game. But when you look at who they have to play, I feel like SMU offensively will be able to put a lot of very strain on that defense. And Penn State, I'm still 50-50 on the SMU Penn State game anyway, but that's a different conversation. So I don't know if they win one, but the way that this team has played all year, I wouldn't leave it in doubt, but I think because it's at a neutral site, it's in Arizona, it's basically a somewhat of a home game for them in their area. So I feel like you can't leave them out of it, but I don't see a world where I think Boise State would win. Like I could confidently say, yeah, I would pick Boise State to beat either SMU or Penn State right now. I just don't see it.
Scar?
I mean, I think they could win a playoff game for sure. I feel like once you get to the playoffs, it's all just about having matchups. Especially like when we don't really have any like reference points. Like, I mean, of course they played Oregon, but like we haven't seen Penn State or Boise State match up. So all we can really do is take the stats and how they've played at face value. And like, I mean, Penn State has an impressive defense. Like they have impressive players, but it's not like they're like shutting down the run every week. Like I'm just looking at the game logs. I mean, 189 yards on the ground versus USC, 106 versus Minnesota, 183 versus Oregon, especially with like Ashton Genty coming off like 3 weeks of rest. Like getting that extra week of rest is huge for a running back, especially after the season he had, taking a lot of hits. I mean, I think they for sure can win a playoff game. And like they're going to be playing in the Fiesta Bowl too. So we know Boise State has some magic in that game. They've won 3 times in the 2000s since 2007, I think. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I think they could definitely rattle off a win.
Tegan?
I don't know what we're talking about right now. I give Boise no chance to win a playoff game. I think SMU, I think they could score on SMU, but I think anyone in the country could score on SMU. I guess if you want to say because it's a shootout, you give them a chance. Penn State would destroy them. Like, it is a neutral site. I get they put BTA to UNLV in the conference championship game. It was also in Boise, Idaho in the cold. And UNLV, when it wasn't freezing cold, it was able to keep up with them a little bit. It's a neutral site game. I think they would have benefited from a home playoff game, but I mean, obviously they're not going to say no to a bye week. I don't know what we're talking. Boise's not that good. They were struggling for multiple weeks leading up to that conference championship game. It is Ashton Genty and friends, and their quarterback really benefits from Ashton Genty's basically weight on that team.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You bugging. He bugging.
Nah, he not bugging, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He not bugging.
He is, bro, because it's not like the quarterback.
That quarterback
It's not like he Milrow, bro. It's not like Buddy Milrow. Like he hits. He's going to hit passes. That's why I just like, bro.
They were a better group of 4 like there were better rosters in the group of 4 than Boise. Like there's just all the teams I mentioned had better top to bottom rosters. It's just kind of a one-man show on offense, and the passing game has flashes for sure. Like we saw it against.
Yeah, it's not as bad as a lot of people think, but
yeah,
I don't see a way to do it.
The problem is, which no one brought up.
And they got straight.
The problem is, which no one brought up, their defense ranks like 75th in the nation, and they play in the Mountain West.
Yeah,
they're not. Their defense is not good at all. Like if they match up with a Penn State, I don't think they'll be able to stop those 2 running backs. And if they match up,
not
with
even
SMU,
running backs. Who's covering?
Kyler Warren is going to
covering.
Kyler Warren
they
have 300 yards.
So
they're going to have to double him every single time.
So Dawson, since your last one, because you just joined, do you think?
My bad. It lagged. What happened?
Do you think Boise State can win the playoff game? So I know you just joined late.
They have like a 5% chance to win. And that's versus either of those teams, in my opinion. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think Penn State is good. That's who they're gonna play. But I lean heavily on Penn State, to be honest.
All right, Tegan, I'm gonna start off with you. You know, Iowa State got the shit beat out of them by Arizona State. Cam Scatterbo, Tegan, as he called Baby Genty, went stupid, went crazy. So, Tegan, I'm gonna start off with you. Do you think Arizona State can win a playoff game either versus Clemson or Texas, or they got no shots too?
I think if they played Clemson, they got a chance. If they played Texas, I don't think they match up great. But I like them way more than Boise. I think with them, it's not just Cam Scatterbo and friends. I really like their quarterback a ton. I was actually at that game, and bro, that man – Scatterbo had a problem with everyone on that Iowa State defense, and he made sure to let them know it. To be fair, Iowa State was a bad rushing defense, so it's not shocking to see that. But this is the team firing on all cylinders, and the thing with Kenny Dillingham, he's not going to play safe by any means. I know y'all saw that 4th and 1, takes a shot downfield. Like, they're going to play aggressive. So I think they have a chance against Clemson, but I think Texas matches up way too well against them, and Texas got a pretty easy path to the playoffs, to the top 4 at least.
Scar.
I mean, I think they can also win a playoff game. Like I like if they match up with Clemson, I think they can win, and I think there's like a small chance if they play Texas. I mean, like Cam Scatterbo's good, quarterback's pretty solid, and I mean they have like a pretty good defense too. I think they're only allowing 21.3 points per game this season. So like we've seen Quinn Ewers make mistakes in games before. Like it's not like he's like a world beater like we thought he'd be coming out of high school. Like I could definitely see a scenario in my mind where if they play Texas, they could like hang around with them for 3 quarters or like most of the game. Like I definitely think they can win a game, especially with Scatterbo. Like once you're in the playoffs, like it comes down to matchups and like you just need your big players to make plays. And like they got one of the best players on offense in the playoffs. So I think they could definitely win a game.
Grant,
Sorry, what was the question again?
if you think Arizona State can win a playoff game between
No. I think, Iowa State was like so flip-flop all over this whole season that when I went into this game and I said I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona State blew these guys out by 20. And Scatterbo ran the ball right through that defense's throat, and it showed in the end why I felt like Arizona State. But give shout out to Kenny Dillingham, just the way this team played all year with everything that they had to go through. Because we all know this. This team was predicted to finish last in the Big 12. Everyone thought this team wasn't even going to be in the situation they're in. And granted, with the chaos that the Big 12 had, this team managed to get to the postseason. But man, like this playoff, it's a different beast. And Clemson is also just one of those teams for me where it's like, again, they're the same thing I kind of say with Iowa State. They're all over the place too. So I think they're going to beat Arizona. I don't know if they beat Clemson because I feel like Clemson's going to go into that game with just this vengeance to prove a lot of people wrong. And I think that's going to be a lot bigger of a threat, but I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. If you ask me right now, I have Clemson beating Arizona State. I don't think they're going to. I just don't know. I think that defense is going to really focus on trying to contain that rushing game that put Iowa State through so much trouble. And I think they're not going to be able to find a way to really respond to that. So I don't think they do it. But, yeah, I can't see a world where they honestly put up a fight.
Bama.
I gamble, so that's what I'm talking about, a gambling standpoint. I ain't gonna lie, that white boy told that bitch. He'll be lying to say he ain't, boy. You shitting me. I'm gonna let you know, Genty tough, but that boy Scat Pack, that's gonna be a headache to deal with, boy. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all like Texas a lot, but again, I don't know about Texas. I don't know. If they,
But they are playing bow ties to Arizona State if they played them, bro. Can we stop? I know you don't
if they
like
play, bro, I'm not talking about not liking, bro. I'm talking about, bro, from a gambling standpoint, they defense is all right, and you are bullshit if you just think that it's just defenses out that bitch that just want to hit Cam Scatbo for 4 quarters, bro. We ain't seen it, bro. I know y'all. I want to say this right now. Congratulations, Ashton Genty. But boy, from what I'm seeing right now, if you think Cam Scatbo wouldn't have had 2,500 right now, you're lying to yourself. I watched that game with Cam Scatbo. Well, that shit is going to be a headache to deal with for 4 quarters. And if you tell me that we go into the 4th quarter and the game is 3-6 or 6-6 or 7-7, something like that, bro, in the 4th quarter with Cam Scatbo, I don't know. That shit gonna slowly start to tilt towards Arizona State, bro. I think Arizona State, on my bracket, I got them playing Oregon in the semifinal. Fuck it. I got them playing Oregon in the semifinal in the Cotton Bowl. Old Pac-12 matchup. I see it happening. Dead ass.
Donnie?
We talk about Cam Scatterbo and Sam Levitt, but in my opinion, I think Arizona State, not the best duo because that obviously belongs to Colorado, but the best trio of offensive players, I think it has to be Arizona State. We don't talk about Jordan Tyson enough, dude, he's a superstar 1,100-yard, 10 TD receiver this year. He was the guy at receiver, but he got hurt, and now he's not playing the rest of the year. And I think that's what's going to get them killed. And I think, even though they did put up 40+ on Iowa State, if you watched them over the last few weeks, they look super iffy, like just not the best. They started off really hot, and then by about week 10, it just kind of started looking shaky. And they just, BTA. If they had Jordan Tyson, I think they could probably beat Clemson. They're just not going to be able to handle Texas.
So you don't like that little red shirt transfer from Penn State? He tough.
He's fine, but he ain't Jordan Tyson. Like, Jordan Tyson was the guy. I mean, bro.
I know he that guy, but shit, little buddy's going to be that guy next year.
1,100, 10 tutties. Like, you can't really replace that. So I like Arizona State. If they match up against Clemson, they could beat them, but Texas's defense is just too damn good, even with all my questions about Quinn, which, by the way, they were answered. They'd still beat them. So
no, they weren't answered though.
Well,
they weren't answered because what you said, they weren't answered.
I mean, I know who I want at quarterback right now, but
so is ETN little brother better than Cam Scapple?
Nah,
no.
ETN little brother nice though.
Yeah, but he had a
that was nice, but
that exactly. But so that's what I'm trying to explain to you. And they had a problem dealing with him.
But Georgia's a way better team than Arizona State.
Georgia's also a way better team.
But it's still the same setup because they could not. But still, because they couldn't throw the ball at all. Georgia couldn't throw the ball at all, so they had to rely on their running backs.
You think UGA defense and Arizona State defense?
Here's the thing. They couldn't throw the ball because one, Georgia kept dropping everything, and two, Texas has the best secondary probably in the country. So that's why.
Hey, what are we doing?
But I get what y'all saying with the Texas. But look, bro, I mean, Georgia defense cool, but we saw Georgia Tech put up points on them. Like we didn't see teams put up points on them. So,
but they're not playing Georgia. They're playing Texas, and we can all agree Texas's defense is probably better. They're not playing Georgia.
But I'm talking about with the argument of them dealing with ETN though. Like, and I get what you're saying that Georgia got a better defense to match up and stuff. But what I'm saying is if they got a problem dealing with ETN, all right, we'll see, bro. I like I said, we will see. But I know for a fact, bro, y'all gonna see, bro. Y'all gonna be sick when Cam Scapple beat Texas, bro. Y'all gonna say that shit. And that little receiver, what I'm talking about. From Penn State, bro, like, because he's supposed to be Dyson next year. Like, I mean, we're just seeing him early because Buddy got hurt, but I don't know, bro. I'll watch that game, bro. Unless Iowa State just that trash. Maybe they could just be that trash. I don't know.
Dawson?
My bad. Hold up. What was the question? Oh, Arizona State? Oh, yeah, I do think Arizona State does have honestly a way better chance than Boise.
Clearly.
Because Sam Levitt is actually a really damn good quarterback.
Yeah. Like,
I actually think he's like one of the better younger quarterbacks in the country.
He's a top 10 returning quarterback in the country. I think that's
for next year he probably is. Yeah.
Ain't he only a freshman?
Yeah, he was a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, redshirt freshman, yep.
Yeah, so I think he does give them a better chance to win. I think the problem with Texas compared to Arizona State, their offensive line up front compared to Arizona State's D-line. I mean, I think that's where Texas can really win the game. But at the same time, if Quinn turns the ball over, you have a chance, right? So I would give it they have a 30% chance. Texas probably 70%.
Speaking of Quinn Ewers, real quick, I just want to throw this stat out because it might be the craziest stat I've ever seen, and I've seen some crazy stats. Quinn Ewers' turnover-worthy play percentage when he targets the middle of the field. So usually the average on that is around 4.5%, maybe 4%. You preferably want around 3%. What if I told you he's at 14.8%? Yeah. So basically every 12 throws over the middle, he's basically going to turn over the ball.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not good.
That's not.
Hey man, you got trolled for calling him QB6 though.
Yeah, I QB8.
I don't think Quinn is bad as y'all just be on him, bro.
Nah, he dirt.
I do too.
Oh no, Donnie. Before I forget, we can get to this later, but I owe Donnie an apology.
I don't care though, because I hate when people go, "Oh, y'all call me crazy." At the time, once you said it, you said Drew Allen was better. That's fucking crazy.
I didn't think it was,
but it was though. That's why we got on your ass.
I really didn't.
You said Quinn Ewers is this bad. Drew Allen.
I didn't say. Okay, here's the thing that we're mixing up. I didn't say Drew was a better college quarterback because obviously it was Quinn. But as a draft prospect, I was taking Drew.
Okay, I'm saying during the time what you said that it still was crazy though.
I don't think it was.
That's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous, but you agreed on my side though. You trying to raise me. Exactly. Look, sad. Y'all are sad, bro. Y'all are sad.
But y'all did troll Donnie bad, and it turns out he was probably right.
What you mean? Just because he put on the show.
Quinn
We're gonna talk about it, but he needs to show.
Should not be drafted in the first 3 rounds. He should not.
You said what?
He's hitting the portal. There's no ways he can.
Quinn should not be drafted in the first 3 or 4 rounds.
No.
Why is that, Tegan?
Because he's not that good.
Elaborate. Go ahead.
He can run an RPO pretty solid. He's not that mobile. He's injury prone. He's got a nice arm. He's probably his NFL comp is I don't know,
Tony Romo.
Derek Carr.
That's not bad.
Derek Carr is generous because at least Derek Carr has a consistent deep ball.
Yeah.
I called him Drew Lock.
And the thing that I really noticed during that game was there were some plays, especially when Georgia was running like 4 or 5 guys on blitzes. He looked scared to get hit. Like because granted, he had a brace on his right leg during the game, or it was like his ankle. There were plays that I saw. He looked terrified to get hit because I think it was more he was worried about re-injuring that same leg, and it was making him make stupid decisions in space. And it just watching that, I
do like Andrew's comments. I feel like Sark's offense gets so predictable sometimes.
Yeah,
it does.
But hey, Donnie, I'll ask you this: if the first year of Quinn Ewers getting to Texas, he was a 5, how much better do you think he's gotten over the years?
If he was a 5 when he first
So
got
he was
there,
a 5 when he first got there. I'll say, dude, he was so bad his first year.
I was gonna say 7.
I'll say 6.5 or 7. That's probably fair. Maybe 7.5.
6.5. Yo,
7.5. 7.5. I'll lock it in. 7.5. I'll lock it in.
I think 7.5 might be generous. I was on 7. I don't think he's made a.
But the reason I'm saying that's because, dude, his first year was bad. Like he couldn't hit anything.
That first year at Texas,
He was so inaccurate.
The first year at Texas, he had the great first quarter versus Alabama. He got hurt. And then he came back, and he was just bad that rest.
Okay, so hear me out. He was a 5 his first year. I think he made a substantial jump the next year.
I agree. 2023, yes, I agree.
But then I think from last year to this year, he only went up 0.5.
Yeah,
I think he's only gotten 0.5 better.
So you think he went up 1.5 from that season?
So I'll say this: if he was a 5,
I agree.
This year, I think he went to a 7 last year, and this year now he's at a 7.5. That's what I'll say.
I can live with that.
But speaking of Texas,
tripping, bro. They team is just bad, bro.
Stop.
Yo.
Bro.
Bama's chatting.
Bro, not even that, bro. I'm not hating, bro. Like once I saw how shit Milrow was, I just started looking at football at a neutral standpoint. And what I'm trying to tell y'all confusing Texas experience with a lot of seniors on their team, juniors, seniors, with them being a good team, bro. Y'all finna see.
What are you
next
talking
year
about?
But next year,
we'll project the team regardless of the experience on there.
Having a lot of juniors and seniors, bro.
Bama, I don't think you understand. If you take away the quarterback position, the only roster that you could even debate as good as Texas is Oregon. That's probably
the only one.
Ohio State. Good call. Ohio State.
I feel
like those
many rosters, bro.
It's not so many rosters. No, it's not.
Texas A&M. Alabama.
Let me get this. I don't know how you watch that game against A&M and say the rosters are on the same level.
That's crazy.
They're not at all.
Man. And the only reason why A&M had a touchdown
is a step behind, and the offense is a gap.
Like, yeah, what are we like?
Man, y'all got Zeno coming from UAB, bro. That'll be way bigger upgrade.
And he's not starting.
You say that. That's gonna be
the
easy
backup,
start.
and he's gonna stay the backup until
that's gonna be an easy start. But what I'm trying to tell you, bro, I said, bro, it's a lot of rosters just as good, if not better, bro. Y'all confusing the experience with them being good, bro. And when Arch Manning get that schedule, what they got next year, and go 9-3, 8-4,
schedule
I'm gonna
today.
tell you I told you so.
8-4.
You know, I will say,
Texas is
hey,
at
I will
Ohio
say
State
Texas-
like week 2, I think.
Yeah, they got a gauntlet schedule. Them and Ole Miss, they might have the worst schedules in fucking college
So
football.
here's what they got. They got at Florida, at Georgia, at Kentucky, at Ohio State. They got the Cotton Bowl against Oklahoma, and then they get Arkansas, Texas A&M, Vanderbilt at home, and they get Mississippi State on the road.
I'm not gonna lie, Tegan. I think at worst next year, you just named those games. At worst, 9-3. But realistically, they're at 10-2.
Dude, they're beating Ohio State.
Bro, you said they at Vanderbilt.
They're not losing to Vandy.
Okay, bro, 27-24.
Do you guys understand how many people are
They
going to
get
be losing to
Vanderbilt
Ohio
at home,
State next
man.
year? They're losing their entire D line. They're losing.
Yeah,
most
the
of their
Ohio State
secondary.
team is like is gonna
Yeah,
be
Ohio
completely
State's about to get gutted next year.
Yeah, they're
They're losing
crazy.
everybody.
Team.
They're losing everybody.
Hey, Trey,
Oh,
let's
and
get-
Speedo, we got to talk
Hey,
about that stupid law that they're trying to pass to make
Yeah, we can
that
talk
flag
about
planting.
We'll talk about that later.
We can talk about that
Yeah,
later.
talk
but
about that.
speaking
That's
of-
crazy.
Speaking of Texas and Georgia, just talk about that C championship alone. It was a phenomenal game. Carson Baker obviously got hurt. My dog Matthew Golden went insane that game.
Nuts.
Quinn didn't play that well. He got sacked 6 times. I'm starting with you, Dawson. Man, what's your thoughts about Texas heading into this playoff?
I think they did get a favorable matchup versus Clemson because I do think Clemson's like their outside guys don't scare you at all versus your elite secondary.
Don't tell JJ that.
JJ can listen to the pod. I'm in.
He could crash out on his own.
Yeah, I'm in. But yeah, I do think and the game is at Texas. I mean, the fans are going to be jacked up. I mean, yeah. So I mean, and their only losses is literally to the same team. So they might just have a Georgia problem. You never know.
Or a real SEC team problem.
Yeah, that too. And Clemson isn't a real SEC team, so
True.
I don't think they're gonna have a problem with them right now.
Donnie?
Real quick, huge shout out to Jalen Walker. Holy shit. That guy's going top 15. He is absurd. He gives me, dude, I don't want to say Micah because I think Micah was a better off ball player in college, but as a pass rusher, you see a lot of similar stuff, but maybe not quite to that level. But either way, Jalen Walker is a hell of a player. He's going to go top 15. Texas, they get a favorable matchup against Clemson. They're going to beat them. Who do they play after Clemson?
They play Arizona
State. Yeah.
Clemson got a good
So
running back too.
They can beat them up. It's just, dude, I just think this is the best roster in the country if you take away the quarterback. It's just I don't trust the quarterback, so I don't know. If they win the Natty, if they win the
Dylan Gabriel, what quarterback do you trust in this 12-team playoff though?
like out of all the contending teams.
I mean, out of Gabriel, you got Will Howard, Drew Aller, Madsen Maddox.
I think.
Lie to me and say you trust Will Howard.
No, I don't.
No. I trust Drew Aller.
I trust Drew Aller.
I trust Drew Aller more.
You trust Drew Aller.
More than Quinn, I trust Drew Aller.
More than those
There's
guys.
a gap between Dylan. I trust Dylan, and then
Dylan compared to all these guys is like on his own freaking tier. Like,
What about my boy over there at Notre Dame though?
Riley Leonard?
Leonard. Hell,
I don't trust him to throw the ball.
Riley Leonard, if he can't throw the ball, that team can't play.
I trust Drew Aller. No, I trust Drew Aller. I just don't trust the weapons not named.
What has Aller done to give you that trust?
Hey, bro, he ain't done shit.
No,
trust him.
He's been good this year. What do you mean?
Yeah, he hasn't been bad.
He's been pretty solid.
He's been good. He's been good with no weapons not named Tyler Warren. Dude, that wide receiver coach sucks, dude. That wide receiver coach sucks.
So we're trusting Drew Aller now.
There's a gap. There's a gap.
Will Howard and
gap. Drew Aller.
Will
You
Howard.
trust him more than
Okay. All right,
You trust
Trent,
him more than
answer me
Cade
this
Klubnik.
then. Outside of Dylan,
more than
what
Cade.
next quarterback would you trust the most?
I don't fucking know.
Then I'll say Drew Aller.
Hey, I'm not putting
Buddy,
Drew
do you
Aller
trust him more than
I
Cade?
don't know.
Do you trust him more than Cade?
Cade versus. Do you trust Drew Aller versus SMU or Cade versus Texas? Is your question?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you trust Kevin Jennings or Drew Aller more?
Kevin Jennings versus.
I trust Drew Aller more.
I trust Drew Aller because SMU's defense is at.
I trust Drew Aller more.
I'm not talking about the SMU defense.
Yeah, but that's who he's playing, though. That's who he's playing.
I
That's what he has
trust
to go out
I
there
trust
and
Drew
play.
Aller. I trust Drew Aller because I don't think SMU is going to be able to cover Tyler because I don't know if a lot of teams can.
I don't think a lot of teams can. I mean,
So, and we all know how good the run game is, and just outside of what, if we're talking, forget about the teams, just the quarterbacks. Yeah, Drew's not the second best quarterback in the playoffs. It's probably Cade.
Next episode we need to do a quarterback tier list for the playoffs.
I'm dead. Yeah,
and so you for sure don't trust Nico either.
Yeah,
dude. Not that. No.
Not now.
Nico's the reason Tennessee isn't at championship level. Tegan, I'm gonna be honest. Their run game and defense is elite.
They still beat Bama though.
No,
they just play in the SEC, bro. Like I don't know. Like they got
back to Texas. Just like I don't know. Their roster. I think their roster is the best in the country.
You trust Arch Manning?
Y'all keep saying that damn.
I
don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, Arch isn't playing, so.
No. If Arch was starting, would you trust him?
Donnie would.
I trust him more than Quinn.
No, he literally told me last week he would start Arch Manning versus Georgia, who's a top team in the country.
Hey, you know what I can say? You know what I can say? Quinn started and they lost.
That's not ridiculous.
Who knows what would have happened?
I'm not gonna lie.
If Quinn is bad as y'all say he is, that's not ridiculous.
But I don't think that Bama. I don't think Marlon. I don't trust none of them outside of the game.
Dude, I'm just saying.
That's fair. But if we have to choose someone,
the reason I don't trust Quinn that much is because he's probably in the best situation out of any quarterback in the country.
And he's a football game.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be
this
honest.
isn't about Arch. This isn't about Arch.
I might choose Sam Levitt. I'm not even trolling.
I'll probably say it's Gabriel, Nico, Cade, toss up between them two.
I'm not
lying. Dawson not lying though. Sam Levitt probably would be the fourth quarterback. He's 10-1. He's 10-1 this year.
Drew Allen's not even in the top 4 after that game versus Oregon.
One game.
You said what?
No, but Drew Aller hasn't been a.
What did Danny just say, bro? What did he just say, bro?
Drew Aller's been good this year, though, Tegan. You know this.
He's been good, and then he had his best game versus Oregon. But we're not about to be reactionary, bro.
But outside of Oregon, when he has played high-level competition, he has not earned the trust that he's always going to step up.
I agree, but at least if he's going to do it, at least
I'm gonna be honest. The reason I trust Drew Aller compared to the other guys is he's just played more football than these other guys.
And I also Trent, wait, Trent, wait.
When not besides Quinn, when you talk about the other guys,
that's what I'm saying.
Besides Quinn, Quinn is the other one. I'm not arguing. You were talking about like Will Howard. Oh no,
Trent, you know what? You know what's crazy? Because I know you think Arch is gonna be nice, right? We all agree Arch is going to be nice, but people trusting Arch after playing UTSA, University of Louisiana Monroe, and Mississippi State.
You know what this sounds like? Tegan? Once upon a time, there was a quarterback up for the Heisman race after 3 weeks down in Mississippi named Jackson Dart, right? He was throwing for 400 yards every week versus, I don't know, the deaf and blind, right?
Furman, Middle Tennessee, Wake Forest, and then
you know what's the funny thing about Dawson?
Georgia State.
Sounds like the same thing.
See, here's the thing, though. Here's the difference, though. Here's the major difference. The main major difference. I would hear a little bit, if he was going crazy like how Tua was when he wasn't starting yet when Jalen Hurts was playing. Because when Tua got in and played them games, he was going crazy.
Tua went in versus Vanderbilt. Oh my lord!
When he spit around in the circle through that.
That shit was OD. Arch did not play.
Arch has been playing well. He's been playing solid. Like he hasn't spazzed it out. He's been playing well. He shows you flashes of what he can be.
He's just a running back right now.
Like I said, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all like this with Clemson. So both of them quarterbacks are struggle with with Clemson. Clemson got a good D line and they got a good running back.
Yeah, Clemson got a good defense.
Struggle.
You know what?
Kansas has been a struggle with Clemson.
You know what?
I think that game's gonna be very.
Hold on. Let's just end it with this because we'll all agree on this. We don't fully trust any of these quarterbacks except for the one in Oregon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shit, I trust a few of the motherfuckers. Y'all
Bama?
on Nico.
Nico.
Like I said, I told you you got Buddy from Oregon, Nico, Cade.
What's Nico done to give you trust?
Nico's a freshman. I gotta get more.
Dude,
bro, he just this second half of the season, Nico woke up. He's starting to find himself.
He woke up the
Again,
first half of the season.
you gotta remember this. Little buddy is playing in the SEC. It's not easy. It's not easy. But again, you telling me in this championship format where he don't have to go through too many SEC teams, bro, I trust him.
I also got to give Nico.
I trust him a lot.
I actually got to give Nico the benefit of the
neutral
doubt.
site.
Hold
on, they got a bye, right? Hold on, no, they don't.
No, they play.
No, you're at Ohio State.
Now.
They at Ohio State. I don't know. Give me Nico. I like Nico over Will Howard.
I will say, Nico doesn't have the best receivers either. Like Tennessee's weapons aren't like.
Okay, but I'm not gonna lie, Dalton. He missed.
No. He hasn't been great, but they Tennessee doesn't. Yeah, no, he does. Like his deep ball should be a lot better for his arm talent should, but they don't really have elite guys on the outside, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the guys that he's thrown to, they've at least.
I personally thought Dylan Sampson should be SEC Player of the Year because he's been that good.
Who won it?
I don't know who won it.
I'll look it up.
I don't think he's gonna win it though.
I don't think he will either, but he literally carried that entire offense. He's like 20-some touchdowns, like 15.
It was, hey, Dawson, it was Dylan Sampson.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh yeah, were for sure. Scar, man, what's your thoughts about Texas after this game?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean,
they don't have
I guess I'll talk about Georgia. I think that's probably the team I have winning the championship right now. I just think they kind of have a kryptonite about them. Like maybe
you think Georgia with the backup wins it?
I don't know, bro. They got guys everywhere. Like
I agree that they have guys everywhere. It's just like
I'm betting Oregon right now if I have to bet someone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just see more.
The one thing I will say, Georgia is in the easier side of the bracket.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think that is the good.
I think there is a very real chance that I predicted Ohio State to win the first game. I think there's a very real chance that they can beat Oregon in the Rose Bowl. If they get past
that Rose.
The O-line injuries are the only reason why I don't think they will.
Yeah, Ohio State's O-line is.
If they had Josh Simmons.
Oh yeah, if Ohio State's O-line is so bad, and I think they
don't have Josh Simmons or Seth McLaughlin.
Yes, if they had either of them, I'd feel way better about this, but they don't.
Yeah, and they have to go against
Seth McLaughlin did. Seth McLaughlin did sell in the last Rose Bowl, so I don't really know how much of the loss.
But he was a lot better this year.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. This game didn't really change my opinion on either team. It was they didn't really have a lot of stakes involved. I don't really have much to say. I'm sorry. Georgia might be my team to win it though.
Tegan?
Got a lot of credit for Georgia. They're a flawed team. Every analytical stat would tell you that too. The eye test would tell you that. But man, they never deny the heart of a champion. They know how to win football games. I'll give them credit on that. If the injury is what it is reported with Beck, I like Gunnar Stockton. He got into the field. And I was like, that's it. If you squint hard enough, I think having them getting the bye week was so huge for them, especially with the context of the injury to install him. I think they match up with anybody. They're probably my national title pick too. I can trust the defense that has a pass rush like they do, and I think their offense can get just enough done. I think if they match up with Ohio State's not going to win that physical of a battle. Oregon, unless Oregon absolutely blitzes the defense that doesn't allow explosive plays, it's going to be a fist fight.
I will say this, Tegan, though. Georgia's secondary did give up some big passes, though.
They did, and I think they even
because Oregon can't
is Julian starting?
Yes, as stuff I've heard, but I'll have to double check.
I'm curious. I don't know. It's literally pick your poison. If you want to go with Oregon, it wouldn't shock me, but I think Oregon is more flawed than people realize. But Texas is good at Texas. They're going to install a bunch of arch concepts for Clemson. They're going to beat Clemson. They're going to probably beat Arizona State, and then that's when the debate really begins. I'm going to jinx the hell out of Texas, bro.
Yeah. You sad. Anyways.
They a lock to win the national championship.
Yeah.
I'm high as hell, boy. I don't think y'all think about matchups, dog. Y'all true.
We can move this on, get to this last game before we get to our next nasty segment. It's gonna be fun. I wish JJ was here right now because he would be talking big crazy. Because he called it. Clemson, ACC champions, went on a 57-yard field goal. They sneak into the playoffs as a 12 seed. I'm starting with you though, because kind of a big issue because a lot of people are talking about it. Did the committee make the right choice by putting them over Alabama?
For sure. You can't set that precedent. I'll keep it short and sweet. You can't penalize a team like that to make the conference championship. And they also announced that all the teams like Miami, Alabama, Ole Miss that were in the college football playoff rankings where they were not going to move. So they would have to take a team that played in a conference championship and punish them and pull them behind one of those teams. I don't disagree that schedules are unfair. I don't disagree that strength of schedule has to be mixed in. Don't lose to Oklahoma or don't lose to Vanderbilt. I have sympathy if you have 2 losses and you play an SEC schedule. I have zero sympathy if you lose 3 games in an SEC schedule. We are arguing about the 12th, 13th, 14th best team in the nation. And if Alabama fans want to say, oh, we're deserving to be a top 12 team. Well, you're ranked as such, but conference championships don't allow for you to get in. To each their own. I'm tired of Alabama fans crying about it. I'm just tired of it, bro. They didn't have an argument to get in.
I mean, they did have an argument. You lied.
They did not. They did
not.
No,
you're wrong. You're wrong. 17 strength of schedule. Like you can't. Okay, I get it. You want to use this dumbfound argument, and I get that. And I'm not saying. But what you're boiling it down to when they compared everything, like what the commissioner said, and we going the best wins and all of that shit, bro. You can't say that SMU had a better record versus top 10, top 25 teams than Alabama. I'll give you that, bro. If you just want to go off and don't lose to those teams, but at the same time, if we just go say we boiling off a strength of schedule, bro, you cannot tell me a team with a 75 overall strength of schedule has more of a case to be in a tournament of the best teams than a team that had a 17 overall strength of schedule. Now, I will say this, little buddy at SMU, I will enforce a money matchup standpoint because we talking about Vegas here. Now, in a money matchup standpoint, I would much rather see him than a Jalen Milroe because he's more of a wild card when it comes to gambling money. All of these quarterbacks, now y'all laughing right now, but all of these dudes up in the playoff, them is real quarterbacks. You can say what you want, you can giggle, you can be an expert all you want, but I see how the committee with all the matchups, y'all talking like all these teams got cakewalks, bro. You're a fucking lying if you think these teams got cakewalk. From Texas, I'm looking at this bracket, bro. Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, SMU, Indiana, Notre Dame, bro. Them is finna be gauntlet-ass matchups, bro. Y'all bullshitting. I'll probably say the only game that might really be a lockup is the Notre Dame, but I don't know. Indiana.
I don't know. I don't think that's a lockup. That's a rivalry.
So this is what I'm trying to explain to everybody. Y'all just talking like this shit is just easy, bro. But think about it. Texas has a mid-ass O-line going up against a superstar defensive line. But y'all go sit here and
are you talking about?
You think Clemson pass rush is not finna eat Texas O-line? You are
Bro, you said Texas has a mid-O line. Stop.
You're going to win the best O-line you want.
This O-line is so inconsistent.
Stop.
Y'all just be talking about y'all ass and looking at stats. When you watch Texas play, they are inconsistent as fuck on the O-line, bro. They are okay at best. Y'all just be talking. They win against some badass teams, bro, that don't always have fucking pass rushes. Vanderbilt got pass rush on them, bro. Shut up, bro. I watch these games, bro. Y'all don't gamble, my nigga. I gamble. And when it boiled down to that fucking defense and run game, they're finna struggle against Clemson. You are fucking lying if you tell me, bro. When it comes to gambling, bro, there's not gonna struggle, bro.
Bama. You know they
scored 17 points on A&M. That's A&M. What you talking about?
You do know
they struggled against Bama. They struggled against A&M. No, they didn't. They held their own against 2 first-round defensive linemen and Nick Scorn and Shamar Stewart. Those are 2 guys that go in the first round. And they did a good job.
Was the final score 17-7? Yes or no?
What does that have to do with O-line play?
Man, that's struggling, my
What's
nigga.
there not
You
two
can't get no
turnovers in the red zone?
field goal,
Was there
bro.
not
You
turnovers in the
sound
Bro,
dumb,
you talking
bro.
about
You sound dumb.
bro,
We
bro,
talking
you
about
talking
Clemson.
Got it, Bama.
You
Bama,
talking
you're
about
capping.
O-line
Bama,
No,
play.
this whole
Bama,
thing is stupid
Bro,
because
Y'all talking about
You
Clemson,
talking about
bro.
O-line play. Bama.
Clemson got a
What did
elite
Nick Scoring do
D-line,
versus
bro,
Texas?
and a good elite running
What
back,
did
bro.
Nick Scoring do versus Texas?
You say what?
What did Nick Scoring do versus Texas?
Who is Nick
Cardio.
Scoring?
Who? It's Nick
Enough
Scoring.
said.
What
Enough
the
said.
fuck you talking about?
Bro, like I said, bro, I don't
about you
care.
gambling
it's
shit.
over.
He's going to be a first-round pick.
I get, bro.
He's a
Bro, I
first-round
just
pick.
watch.
The
Bro,
fuck
I
are
don't
you
give a
talking
damn
about?
none of
He's
this.
a top
Who is Nick
15
Scoring?
pick.
I
What
just
is
go,
this nigga talking about?
bro. I go based off a good defense and a good run game, bro. And that shit, will point you towards winning money, bro. Y'all niggas is just over here trying to be analysts, my nigga. I don't care about that, bro. What I'm trying to explain to you right now, that good D line what Clemson got is they. Y'all just sound stupid. Like I said,
Hey, by the way, I just want to throw this out there.
This is what Bama fans been doing
Hold
all
on,
day.
hold on. PFF has Texas's O-line as the highest graded pass blocking unit in the country. By the way, just wanted to throw that out there.
all right.
And they have the best single offense. Dude, Kelvin Banks is going to go top 10. He's the left tackle. He didn't play against Georgia, but he's still going to go top 10.
LSU got a good tackle. Alabama got good tackles. There's a lot of good tackles out there,
Yes,
bro.
there are.
Hey,
but
you said Texas O-line is mid. That is a LIE. Nigga, that's a fucking lie.
They okay, bro.
Why would they get
Okay.
nominated for the best offensive line award in the country?
They okay, bro.
They're going to win the best O-line of the year award, dude. Do you not?
I don't even think it was close.
Hey, I guess
No, it
Oregon
wasn't.
got a middle line. I guess Oregon got a middle line too.
I didn't see Texas face great D lines and still play well and hold it on.
Yeah.
Georgia only got one defensive line. They struggle versus them. That number 13.
Michael
They-
Williams
they-
and
Michael
Jalen
and Jalen
one
Walker?
defensive line.
That number 13. That's the only nigga they struggle
Bro,
with.
Jalen
That's-
Walker don't exist.
Huh? Versus
Jalen Walker
Georgia,
don't exist.
that number 13, number one dude they struggle with right there.
So
And number
Jalen Walker
11.
doesn't
Mike
exist.
Kelly make plays?
Huh?
Mike
All
Kelly
right.
and Jalen.
It might be time for this, dude.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. When it comes to getting pressure with them sacks, that's what they struggle with.
struggling. How you think Kane gonna do versus Texas defense?
You say what?
How the fuck you think
Florida
Kane
Cup
Covey
now.
gonna do versus Texas defense?
Just straight at this point, dude.
Well, I tell you, you sitting there talking about Cade and they got a good running back.
Bro, you act like Phil Maffa fucking the top 5 running back in the country. He not. He's smooth.
How much better is ETN than him? This
You
is
said
where I
what?
boil it down to. How much better is ETN than him?
That's one game,
That's-
man.
bro,
We're using one
You know,
game.
one game, bro.
When they lose to Georgia, they are losing by the line of scrimmage. Georgia runs the ball down their throat. What are y'all talking about? So this is what I just have to go off of, bro. Obviously, they struggle with the run game. With a good team that can run the ball, so how much better is ETN and Robinson and all them better than Maffa?
Let me hold on, bro. Because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I got
This is O-line.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy.
Something real quick, because he's talking about, bro. You talking about what's the name? You talking about Trevor, right?
Yeah, Trevor had a good couple runs in the SEC title game.
I don't know that little nigga name, man. I know his last name.
Yeah, so you might be you bro. Like,
how much better is Moffitt is to him? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why they go straight.
Work though, gang. That's not how shit works.
That is how it works. It's matching up, bro. It's matching up. A team that can really run the ball,
Clemson
bro.
don't match up well with Texas.
All right.
They don't.
They don't.
They match up well with Texas now. Since when?
Do Clemson got a good D line? Yes or no?
They do.
Clemson, yeah, they do.
Clemson, yes.
So with a team that tries to pass the ball, very pass heavy, because you're not finna lie to me and say Texas got good running backs, right? So they're pass oriented
Running
offense,
backs are
right?
hurt, but they have good ones.
But I get what you. Yeah, he got hurt way before the season started, though, Trent.
Okay, they have good receivers though. Okay, so come on.
Okay, so they're a pass oriented offense, right? So one way to neutralize a pass oriented offense is you go have a shutdown secondary or do what the Giants did with the D line. So you telling me right now with the D line Clemson got, they don't propose a threat when Georgia, I tell you, they got like two niggas, 13 and 11. They can put all the pressure on them
Do
with.
you think TJ Parker's on a level of Michael Williams?
I don't know, bro. He's pretty good. I think Lil Buddy good. I don't know. We don't know. They ain't wait till the
Listen,
end.
I like TJ Parker, but
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Listen. Here's the thing. I get where
Do you
he's
think
coming
Clemson
from.
has a top 2 pass rush?
No.
Bro, you talking about all this top 2 shit, bro. I'm talking about in a game, bro, in a playoff game. You gotta remember,
You're not going to win because Clemson's not going to be moving the ball like that on Texas. They're not going to.
Not at all.
They're
Not
not
at
going to
all.
move the ball like that. They're not.
Okay. You right.
Like unless Quinn Ewers starts playing like horse shit, and if Quinn Ewers has an inch of a good game, they're winning by 14 plus.
Texas
if he has an
is
inch of a good game, an inch.
Frosty, I don't care about Bama missing the playoffs, bro. You just
not only that, but like the one thing about Clemson's offense that's worrisome is the wide receiver core. Now you're going up against the best secondary in the country. Like how are you even gonna get open? Like how? How are you gonna get consistently open? Because you can't rely on a run game the entire game versus Texas. You just can't. At some point, you have to also throw the ball. So I don't know how they're gonna win.
That's what happened against A&M. It's exactly what happened with A&M.
All right. I think Dabo a way better coach than what y'all got. But all right.
Dabo a way better coach than who?
Well, A&M got. You over comparing that, bro. That's way different. That's a way different preparation. Like, I don't know why y'all sleeping on Dabo, bro. I don't know. Dabo in the playoffs. All right. We'll see.
Yeah, the same. The same Dabo that got belt to ass after a bye week to Louisville.
I get you, bro. You talking about regular season shit, bro. I'm talking about Dabo in these playoffs.
Hold on.
That's a goal.
You talking about Dabo in the playoffs, and last time I see Dabo in the playoffs was what? 2020 COVID.
Okay. He got
belt to ass. Lost to Ohio State.
He got belt to ass too.
Yeah, BTA versus Ohio State.
Man, this ain't the 2017, 2018.
And you had Trevor Lawrence.
So give me the over and under. You think Quinn Ewers going for over 250?
Probably.
No, probably. Give me definite yes or no.
Okay, hold on. Let's play.
Yeah, but that's
hold on.
not.
Let's play it. Let's play the game that Samuel just played. Hold on. Let me go on real quick. Let me go look at the ACC championship and let me go look at last week. How much did Kevin Jennings throw for? He threw for 310.
Yeah, little buddy, nice though.
You think Quinn nice though? Why he can't throw for?
I don't think he better than little buddy from SMU though.
All right, bro. if Kevin Jennings can go for 310, Quinn can throw for 300.
Oh no, them different offenses.
Especially with those weapons too.
They was in panic mode. They got flooded. Like, let's just be honest, bro. Cubs have flooded them. Like
they came back, but I'm saying though, like,
because also SMU's defense is in.
Yeah.
That's why
they was getting flooded. I
just don't see a world where Texas loses unless Quinn has a game
on the road.
Yeah, Clemson on the road too.
Like, bro, it's Texas. It's not cold though.
It don't matter. Okay, cool. It could be 100 degrees. It's still on the road.
Similar climates, bro. I don't know.
I'm not talking about the weather, bro. All right.
That's the only thing that's really going to affect it, bro. Is the climate, bro. Yeah. That's why I said the Tennessee going up to Ohio State, like I don't know.
I bet. Yo, Donnie, you here?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's get to this segment, man. Let's before we get
to
these
God,
awards.
Horrible.
Let's get to the segment. You get started off. We're gonna go down the list. Go ahead.
You want me to say the list?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're disgusting. All right. So the topic, because Trent over here is the world's biggest Ashton Genty hater. Can these running backs do what Genty did this season? Okay, so I'm gonna list off some running backs. Okay. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get started. Derrick Henry.
Yes.
3K.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yes.
Breaking the record.
Maybe.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yes.
3K.
Yes.
Also, I just want to clarify, if Genty wouldn't have been sat out those halves, he would have broken the record. Travis Etienne.
Breaking the record.
Yeah.
He's breaking the record.
Yeah.
He's breaking the record.
Yeah.
Travis is not who he was. Travis
is difficult because are they going to use him in the pass game?
No. I'm saying because it's kind of like revisionist history because it's kind of revisionist history of how
Travis was a demon. Don't get me wrong.
How he's not like who he is in college. Trav at Clemson.
Yeah, for sure.
He was averaging 9.2 yards per carry.
Yeah, like we not about
All
to.
right.
Nah, he was nice at Clemson, but I don't think he do what
All right,
GT do because his team was loaded.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yes.
Probably yes.
How y'all gonna say Zeke but not?
J.K. Dobbins.
He getting 24. He getting 25.
JK.
Is the question, is he doing the same thing Genty did, or is it just
If he do the same. He do the
The
same.
same? I wouldn't. JK, I wouldn't say the same.
I'm not.
Tegan, did you not tell me if the production is like kind of like relative, you not even having an argument?
This is so gross.
This
argument is so gross.
What are we doing?
I did. I might be misremembering. How much did JK run for?
2 bands, 21 TDs.
Yeah, he doing it. Yeah,
Just saying. 2 bands, 21 TDs. I'm just saying.
What about Saquon?
I didn't know he would.
That was the next one on the list.
Saquon, 3K. No, I'm not gonna say nothing.
All right, Saquon.
I ain't gonna say 3K. He'll probably do the same shit.
Todd Gurley.
Oh my
3K.
God.
I'm obviously being hyperbolic, Chad. Like this is he's doing the same.
I can't lie. Todd, my God.
Todd probably him and Derek both running for 4K.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Nick Chubb. Oh my God.
Oh,
What's the comment we have?
The comment
100%. Derek Henry and Todd Gurley both.
Are these running backs doing the same thing Genty did?
Nick Chubb.
Oh, we naming names?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nick Chubb? Yes.
Nick Chubb,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. Kenneth Walker.
See, y'all are
Brent, don't you dare.
Y'all are going to say no because of
The fake?
Fake
might be close though.
He was
I ain't
so good
saying
though,
that.
bro.
Nice,
Look,
yeah.
look.
He
This
was
is
so
what I'm gonna say
good,
about.
though.
This is what I'm gonna say.
I'll
about
probably
Kenny.
say Kenny Walker too.
This
But
is
is he
what I'm
gonna
gonna say.
is he
about
gonna
Kenny
get to the record?
This is what I'm gonna say.
See,
about
Leonard Fournette's getting to the record.
This is what I'm gonna say about
Kenneth
K9,
Walker?
right? This is what I'm gonna say about K9. Y'all are when you think of the name Kenneth Walker, like
Oh no, Michigan State Kenneth
I'm
Walker.
not gonna
Nah,
say
he was
he's
told
gonna
that bitch at Michigan State.
I'm not gonna
That's
say
Walker
he's
in the
gonna do
league,
the
man.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
But he's getting 2,200, 2,300.
He's getting close. I'm gonna say he's like the threshold.
Yeah.
He might be the threshold.
Yeah, no. He's getting 2K for sure. He's not. I
He
don't know
got,
about
he got 17 in MSU.
By the way, I just want to throw this out real quick. If I asked Trent next week, could we do segment of could G&T do this on one of the Power 5 teams? He'd say no, but we digress. Breece Hall.
Do what?
Breece Hall.
Breece? What did Breece
Breece was going fucking fed at Iowa State.
Breece did.
So look, I'm gonna say this. It's kind of the same thing with
I
Kenneth.
would love to see how they would use him.
I'm not gonna say he's gonna get 25. He'll get 2K though. 22.
Maybe.
Because I just like people like. I just because the reason why we having this conversation because of course the Heisman talk and shit like that, but like people just like the overall teams that they're playing. We're not talking about just Oregon, UNLV. We're talking about the Wyomings, the Ohio's, the San Diego States, the Utah's bums. It's real crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, Danny, I was surprised that you put these guys. I thought you was gonna put the regular guys because you just giving us ammo.
Breece, I don't know about Breece though. There ain't no guarantee because shit, he played them type of teams at Iowa State, and I mean, shit, bro, he probably had Genty type games, bro. Genty be like busting for 200 a lot, bro.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm like, what? Keep going, Donnie. What's his next name?
Well, I got 2 left. I just didn't.
He said Leonard
Fournette and Darren McFadden were the last.
Leonard Fournette will go
Yes.
for
Leonard Fournette would have 2K in the first 8
Leonard
games.
Fournette was
Yes.
Yeah, 2K in the first 8
And Darren McFadden can do it too.
Now,
Leonard Fournette would dead run for 3,000 yards
in the Mountain West.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd run for 3K.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie. He would put Mountain West defensive backs in the hospital just running them over.
Man, they would have to call the military.
Okay, so my take,
if he was putting dudes in the SEC,
since I was the one reading the names, so my takeaway from this, according to you guys, is Ashton Genty is just an overrated player.
No, because here's no. Because here's the thing. Y'all know I'm the biggest LSU fan here. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks who could have done what Joe Burrow did. And it's not Joe Burrow's an overrated player. He's on a stacked ass team. Like when you put elite quarterbacks in a situation where you have an elite situation around them with an elite OC, I think you can damn near do the same thing.
Yeah, like if you put Baker Mayfield on LSU, oh my God.
But there's
You put your GOAT, Kyler Murray, on LSU. We win the natty rings.
But there's nobody.
Kyler Murray is nowhere near Joe Burrow in college. Not even close. Like I don't think
there's
that's
no.
it's not-
I don't know. Kyler Murray threw 50 touchdowns.
There's nobody that could do what Cam did at Auburn. So like
that's the only person.
Yeah, that's the only
person.
Yeah, I'm
the only person
My
I've seen in
God, college football history who can't do what nobody ever did was probably Barry and Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Because Barry again,
I'll agree with that.
Barry did it in like what 10
Barry
games?
again,
11 games.
11 games.
11
That's
games.
250 a game.
I'm fucking playing like Reggie Bush didn't come through.
Here's the thing. You get
Reggie Bush was splitting carries. Don't talk to me.
Now, yeah, you're right.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah,
Reggie
he
Bush.
was.
Splitting
Go
carries.
ahead.
Don't talk to me.
Go ahead.
It's not to overrate Genty. The point being, if I'm seeing a guy that can even say he's even 300 yards, 400 yards, but he is playing a higher caliber of athlete week in and week out, because there is a gap between the Mountain West and even the Big 12, especially even if we get to the Big 10, I can comfortably say that guy in the Big 10 who's able to do that could probably pull off what Genty is doing. Doesn't discredit Genty, but it's just to normalize what his season is. Plus, also, no one can comfortably say that we've never seen what Ashton Genty is doing, because you just don't know who Melvin Gordon is.
Like Rashad Penny was doing that. Like
Jonathan Taylor, back-to-back 2K years.
like Donnie, you can't look at me like that when Rashad Penny was 200 less yards and probably 5 less.
Okay,
TDs.
then how about this? All the running backs I named. Okay? All the running backs I named. How many could GT do what some of these guys did?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start right now. To answer this question, I don't think he's doing what Leonard Fournette is doing. I don't think that. And the
Leonard Fournette was a dog, boy.
I don't think he's doing that. And I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna have the conversation with Brandon. Shout out Brandon Harris. That is my dog. We had Brandon Harris at quarterback. We had no receivers that year. We had no receivers when Leonard Fournette was there. None. It was just Leonard Fournette. Straight Leonard Fournette. That's all we had. And the shit that he was doing, bouncing niggas off like it's a video game playing NFL Street. And no, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
Okay. Then how about I start naming the guys again, and then what they did, Congenti do what they did. How about that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Derrick Henry.
2,300 in SEC. 50 carries versus LSU to deliver us a win. Oh no! Get out of here!
What was that?
No. Because I gotta let you know where I gotta pull that from. No disrespect to Genty, bro. I rock with you, bro. But there's no way he's going to get 47 carries and 3 catches out of the backfield to deliver us a win versus LSU. Sorry, I don't think. Just right there alone, I don't think that
CMC.
Yeah, he'll ball out of Stanford.
Yeah, you know what? Yes.
He'll ball out of Stanford.
If they do Ashton Genty, I'm gonna line you up a kick return, punt return.
Yeah, I can see
everything.
I
can see him do that.
Jonathan Taylor.
No.
Yeah.
That offense?
Yes.
O-line
was elite. Yo, Jonathan Taylor got a damn near 400 carries, bro.
The only Wisconsin running back I'm saying is probably Melvin.
Yeah,
that season.
He more close. He'll probably have a Monty Ball season.
Yeah, he have a Monty Ball season. Yeah, I agree.
Monty Ball was nice.
Monty Ball.
Travis Etienne.
On that stack team?
On that team? Oh, man. Oh,
probably.
God.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm also considering who is he playing week in and week out, too, and it's ACC. So,
How many carries this man going to get, too?
Ashton Genty with Trevor Lawrence and Justin Ross.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
God.
Hey, T. Higgins, man. Shout out.
Yeah, T. Higgins, Justin Ross. Yeah.
That defense? Oh, my God.
J.K. Dobbins.
I think he could do the same because that Ohio State team was also loaded.
Yeah. Todd Gurley and Nick Chubb.
The way how Todd did it so efficiently was crazy.
Yeah.
And them Georgia teams, you had the Aaron Murrays and but it's like, okay, I'll say yeah, maybe.
What's tough, Donnie?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. I don't know.
Before you keep going, the tough thing is it's easier because we know that these guys played a higher level of competition and quality versus Genty would make a substantial jump I can't confidently say that all those broken tackles that he's making,
I can't.
if he's getting popped by Jalen Walker, if he's getting popped by the SEC like a Jahad Campbell,
I'm gonna keep it. I'm
At
gonna
that
keep
point, I think we
it.
just need to
I'm
look
gonna
at
keep
the
it
top.
real with y'all boys. I just want y'all to understand what Todd Gurley really is in college. Outside of really Reggie Bush, my nigga, that nigga Todd Gurley is something serious, bro. That run alone versus Clemson, bros. Listen here, it is nothing. Genty a dog. I'm trying to tell you, he a dog, bro. But you can't compare him to a fucking Great Dane, bro. Like that Gurley is insane, bro. Like I ain't never seen nothing like Gurley before, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Steven, I get where you're coming from, but I think at that point we just need to look at the
100-meter champion, bro.
And when we look at the skill set and the talent, Gene Team matches up with most of these guys when it comes to that.
Hey, Bama,
In
by
terms
the
of
way,
a talent, I'm not saying all of them, but most of these guys on this list, yes.
a quick side question, Bama. Trent Richardson or Ashton Genty?
I'll fuck with you. Well, I don't know. The Trent in college.
Yeah, Trent in 2011, bro, was so good.
Because I don't even want to do my dog like that. I mean, Genty, I don't know. Genty, ooh.
Like,
that's a tough. I ain't gonna lie. That one is.
And
People
like
forget
I said,
all the running backs y'all name. That's more.
It's not to disrespect.
I'll probably take Genty.
It's just like the comp. Like it's just a significant like.
No, Genty tough though, bro. But he's
tough. His
second level, third level. He tough, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we all know SNT's a dog, but like when it comes to just comp, it's just like a significant drop. Like it's just a significant drop, and that's why, like, to me, he got no case for Heisman, and it can just leave.
Talk about it.
Well, he do. Trent, I will say this: he do got a case, but it's just Travis is a unicorn. You see what I'm saying? Like the only reason he don't have a case is just because Travis has done some.
Yeah,
that nigga's an alien.
That's why I say he has done
all I'm saying is if Travis, like, just hypothetically, pretend Travis Hunter's not here, or just pretend he just played defense.
Genty got it.
If Travis,
Genty would have won.
You would have to give it to Genty. But it's just the fact that nigga plays 150 snaps a game, bro. It's no way you can put nobody in front of that.
And this is going to lead on to my next point. So since we just done talking about the Genty, we can just move on and go to these college football war picks, and we're gonna go with the Heisman. And I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna say this right here and right now. I don't care if Travis Hunter, even though he's like the big favorite to win the Heisman, like odds-wise, betting odds, he's like
he's probably gonna win it.
Like he's like minus 4,000. If he doesn't win the Heisman, it is a robbery. It's a fucking crime. It is a robbery. And let's break it down to all the Colorado haters, all the people that was nagging me on Twitter. Let's really talk about it because they said elite on wide receiver.
Hold on. Hold on. Say it again. You cut out.
I cut out. I said so. Let's really break down Travis' season because I had a bunch of Colorado haters, Boise State fans. I'm like, I'm being this and that, blah, blah, blah. So let's really talk about it because people try to say, Travis is a good DB and a all right receiver. Travis finished the year like I said he would. He's top 5 in receptions, yards, and he's number 2 in the country in touchdowns on the offensive side of the ball.
Behind Nick
And
Nash.
he added up with 4 picks. He has like 30 to 34 tackles. And he has a forced fumble. We have never seen that in the history of the game and the point blank period. Y'all want to bring up these two-way players that were gimmicks because we keep it a buck that shit with gimmicks.
Thanks.
Jabril Peppers, the only like gimmick. Charles Woodson, gimmick. The only person who was even relatively like in the same realm of doing this shit was Champ Bailey. And Travis already exceeded that shit by damn near 300, 400 yards and damn near triple his touchdowns. So ain't no comparison in this Heisman. We done seen running backs go crazy like Ashton Genty. Plus, Ashton Genty's already in a fucking tax bracket because he's in the Mount Everest. Now, y'all already going to say, he went crazy versus Oregon, whoop-de-whoop. Bro, 1 game or 2, because I'll give you UNLV, 2 or 3 games out of a 12-game sample size has never been enough for Heisman. So why the fuck would they give that shit to Ashton Genty? He's not winning the award. Y'all don't like it. Travis Hunter is doing what he's doing. Y'all don't like it.
And also, too, people underestimate that cornerback shit too, Trent, because he's guarding the number 1 receiver on your college. I don't think Nick. All right, y'all sleep on
People
that.
and people want to
That
talk.
dude's
Oh, snaps aren't a stat. Played
I'm
snaps are a stat.
That's a
Hey, that show me you in there play football. That means you in there play
Like,
football.
what
If
the
you tell
fuck
me
are y'all
stats
talking
ain't
about? Y'all literally just say anything to try to discredit Travis Hunter and what he's doing. Played snaps are a stat. Y'all just don't like it because we've never seen somebody play 100 snaps a game and that people are showing it. Oh, this and that. Blah. Shut up. Y'all sound goofy as hell. Y'all just don't like Travis, bro. Y'all just don't like him. He had a top 5 wide receiver season this year, and he had a top 5 DB season this year, and he's been nominated for 7 awards. He already won 2 of them. He already won 2 of them.
T-Mac only had 38 yards.
Who are the two? What are the two?
So y'all know that's supposed to be a top receiver too.
Oh, he already won
He won the Hornet and he won the Lot Award.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. They should rename the Paul Hornet after Travis Hunter.
Yeah, and he's the first player ever to win it back-to-back years. Like,
yeah,
stop.
they should really. I know they're not gonna do it because respect, rest in peace. But I would.
That's fine. In like 100 years, it should be named the Travis Hunter.
Yeah, 50 years, name of the Travis Hunter Award. I'm fine with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think they should update the award names anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Shit is
ridiculous, man.
Well, some of them are iconic though. You can't.
I agree, but like I'm gonna be honest, Fred Biletnikoff Award, bro. It can't be any
I
other.
feel like that's
it
such
can't.
an iconic. The Biletnikoff Award. That's such an iconic name.
They're iconic because we've been hearing it all our life.
And I'm gonna be honest,
And that's why I don't know if you can change it.
And I've been seeing
Kobe Hudson got held to 39 yards.
I say Kobe Luxon, strap. Ted McMillan, he didn't even play. Travis got hurt in the Arizona game. He didn't even play. He had the rest of the second half.
I'm trying.
He played Ted McMillan well last year in 2023.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to see all the good receivers he went against, bro. Because
what's his name? Old boy from Colorado State.
The only dude who really ever gave Travis problems was Elick Ayoman. That's kind of it.
That's the dude from Stanford.
Oh boy, from Stanford. I ain't gonna lie.
He's gonna be a top 40 pick. So it's not like he got burnt by that.
Yeah, he's the only one who really gave Sauce like crazy problems. I mean, Sauce.
Sauce.
Little buddy like 6'2".
I just seen the butt card that dropped. I'm looking at Mud because
he just 6'4", 230 though. That boy.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And I also too, I've been seeing a lot of people say, "Oh, if Travis Hunter wasn't in this race, like just talking about like other years, Ashton Genty would win Heisman in a lot of these years." I don't think that's the case, bro.
I don't. Yeah.
Like, I don't
think it's the case either because also you have to think the Heisman's a quarterback award, and when a quarterback goes undefeated and they're number 1 in the nation, they usually win the Heisman.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, we talking about flip side though. I'm not gonna lie, because when Travis wins it, because he should, I don't think.
I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. I think.
Well, I will say this.
I think everyone knows Travis won.
Well, I will say this: when it comes to the Player of the Year awards, I guarantee you, Genty's going to.
Oh, no. It's like how we talk the quarterback.
Whether it's Maxwell or the Walter Camp, he's going to win one of them. It's so hard.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Look, this is how I feel about this, right? Because look, when Travis wins this award, I already think it will be a top 4 Heisman season ever because we're gonna of course do that. We're gonna do that episode again, of course, with every new Heisman winner. But I'm gonna be dead ass when I say this. I'm looking at all the Heisman winners. Like I'm looking at all of them. Because it's still a shot. Like if he wins Heisman, if you look at this season, Trav win a lot of these Heismans from previous history, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie.
The only ones for me he wouldn't win in recent memory.
The only ones I think he doesn't win is Cam,
Lamar,
Lamar, Kyler, because they made the playoffs. That's the only reason why I'm giving it to Kyler.
Yeah.
Because
that's it. I think that's probably it.
That's it.
And yeah,
I don't know though, because Derek ran for 2,300 in the SEC. That's ridiculous. That's when SEC had top defenses too. 47 carries versus LSU. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You also got to think. Wasn't Alabama ranked number 1 in the nation?
They were top 2 team.
I'm not saying that Travis would win, but that's a real close to that's a conversation. That's a conversation. That's a conversation.
I think the only seasons that are better than him.
That's a conversation.
are
Derrick Henry's quarterback was Jake Coker, by the way.
Literally.
Also, I don't know if
Burrow,
we can unanimously say. Also, I don't know if we can really bring up Derrick Henry because a lot of people do bring up the fact that Heisman shouldn't have even gone to him.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't
like that. I don't like that.
I don't like that though because it goes to the comp shit again. Like it depends on where it's at. The Pac-12 versus the SEC in 2015.
I get it, but I get it.
Like I get he broke.
I know a lot of people get mad about it and say
CMC. I get CMC broke Barry's record and the all-purpose record, which was insane. But bro, running for it because I think in 12 games he ran for like 1,700 in 12 games. In total, out to be 2,300. But he ran for like 1,700 in 2015 when I think they only had Amari Cooper. I think it had Jake.
No, they didn't even have Amari Cooper.
We had Calvin Ridley as a freshman. Calvin Ridley as a freshman. Kenny Bell. Ardarius Stewart. Derrick Henry was
literally the offense.
Focal point. Calvin was drafted 2018 and Derrick was drafted 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. So like if I'm looking at all these Heisman years, I'm dead ass when I say this. Only ones I see that I think that Travis would lose is of course Cam, Burrow, Lamar, because Lamar almost ran for like 1,700 yards. Kyler because he did for 4K, 1,000, and they made the playoffs. And outside of that, bro, the Derrick Henry one will be close. But like
even the Kyler want to be close, bro. I know he do.
The only reason I lean Kyler is we talk about the numbers
because that's the year he threw for 50 touchdowns, right?
Just keep it.
We talk about the numbers, but like we're talking about carry job. I mean, dude, that was one of the worst.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Carrying a bottom 5 defense to a playoff berth is crazy. With 4K and 1,000 rushing.
Yeah, he carried that year. It was ridiculous.
But what were you about to say? What were you about to say?
Let's be real, bro. Let's just keep it 100%. Like, bro, this is like a top 10 season dinner ever. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna name me 10 players better than Travis Hunter. Like, bro, like
I agree.
And it might be more, and it might be less than like.
Well, actually, no. I take it back. It's not top 5 because if we're talking seasons of all time, I'd say it's somewhere in this. It's top 10. I don't know if I can say top 5 because those 4 seasons. There's a lot of good quarterback. There's a lot of good quarterback seasons.
Also throwing in top 10 season of all time in college football is ridiculous.
Yeah,
player wise, it's not a lot of.
You're right. So look, I would say I think the only season I say was better than Trav is of course Cam, Burrow. I'm throwing the Dominican Sue in there because his total stats.
Oh my,
bro, fucking insane.
You know what I saw, Trent? You know what I saw a couple days ago? He had more tackles and sacks than the entire national championship starting lineup for Alabama. Bro,
yeah, Sue was ridiculous. I got
Manti Te'o.
Manti Te'o was a beast. Like,
don't make that look. Don't make that look.
Manti Te'o,
he went crazy. He wasn't better than Travis.
He was crazy.
For a
middle linebacker.
Oh yeah, for a middle line. What Manti Te'o did in 2012?
Just think about this. Just think about
the best middle linebacker season.
Bama, just think about this though, right? Just think about this, right?
If not top 3,
93 catches, 1,100 yards, 14 TDs. And he didn't play 3 games, bro.
No. I'm not saying it like it's, but Manti Te'o had to talk about a middle line.
I forgot to say Barry Sanders.
Yeah, Barry.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm not
goat season.
What about Jamar?
I don't think no receiver season is better than Travis Hunter. Not one. I don't think.
You don't think so?
Okay. Listen, I love Jamar, but no. I love Jamar.
That season,
not even Mark Cooper.
No, bro. Like
I'm just trying to think of them.
Okay, he's 1,100 yards, and he was he's a top 3 wide receiver this year and a top 3
And this is just not to y'all. This is just the people in general who just be trying to hate on Travis. I don't think people really understand.
Thank you, Trent. This is the real problem.
I think they just
y'all say snaps aren't a snap. Or snaps aren't a stat. Played snaps is a stat, and the brother was playing 100 snaps every game. He finished top 5 in every category, still having an elite DB year, and they're still trying to figure out a way to disrespect him. And Colorado won 9 games this year.
Trent. Yeah. All that tells them is none of them never played college football. I'm trying to tell people.
Or football in general.
Trent. By week 7, just playing. I play fullback. By week 7. I literally had to spend the whole The whole practice week, I had to spend that shit in the ice bath. By week 7, this man is playing. I play fullback situational football. This
Like,
man
bro,
plays every play.
I want y'all to go out there for an entire
people who haven't, like, y'all don't understand the strain that it takes on your body to do that back every. Because keep in mind,
doing that in the high
only
school
game where he didn't play the entire game was
one mic. Like, bro, what this shit remind me of? Like, it's like watching Braun, bro. It's like you take that shit for granted.
You can't even use the argument.
Yeah, y'all not gonna appreciate
that.
it.
Oh yeah. Colorado was good this year. They went
Grant just cooked, Trent. You're not going to appreciate this season until it's gone.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not. That's the thing. That's the thing. I think people hate this because they hate Dion and they hate the swagger with Colorado.
They hate
y'all don't understand how crazy this man is. And what's going to happen is a lot of people are saying, and I saw this on Twitter, a lot of people are trying to put this argument like, oh, if GT doesn't win it, it's the biggest robbery. I love Ashton GT. If he wins it, I'm not going to be salty. But when we're talking about the best player in the country, it's Travis. Offensively, defensively, whatever you want to say. And y'all are going to not say this now. Y'all are going to be mad when this season's over, and you're going to regret saying all this stuff.
Look.
Because you're probably never going to see somebody do what he's doing like this ever again.
I'm about to pull a Bama and talking about some shit that I know, like, back in the day, like, I'm not even trolling. Around the 2015-ish, 2017, like, people would see people going crazy and doing, like, in these group of fives. Like, oh, yeah, he nice. But in an award, you're not winning shit. I remember Jordan Lynch. Nigga ran for 2K in Northern
Like, what?
We're still not giving a fuck about him. I remember them days, like Corey Davis going crazy. Niggas didn't care. They didn't care because
they didn't care.
And it's not to disrespect them. It's a they understood, okay, these players are nice, but who are you going against matters. The competition matters. You can dislike it. You can say this and that, blase this, blase that. I am sorry, Ashton. Just you get the contacts because, bro, majority of these games you play suck. They suck.
Hey, Trent. And then on top of this, the greatest run in college football is by Adrian Peterson, but not the one y'all think. The one that played for fucking Georgia Southern. Literally, you can type up the greatest run in college football, and it's gonna show you a nigga named Adrian Peterson who played for who got drafted by the Chicago Bears. Bro, he broke like 91 fucking tackles in a fucking row on the way to an 89-yard touchdown, and we don't even remember this nigga.
Like, bro, that's
out of here, bro. Who gives a fuck?
UCF just announced their schedule. Guess what their first game is?
I just feel like people pick and choose. People pick and choose when they want to value who people are going against, and it's dead ass annoying. People try to talk about, oh yeah, Colorado, they lost to Kansas, they went 9-3, they ain't really play nobody, bro. Ashton Jeanty his whole season outside of Oregon and UNLV played you. Your grandma, your grandfather, your sister, the whole game. You played bums. You played nobodies, bro. You played legit nobodies.
Yeah, and to keep it fair, it is the Mountain West. But like, I think there's.
And then they bought up Travis averages like 2 touchdowns versus them.
Yeah, and then in his last game, he had like 3 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Bro, another shit that gotta get. You were talking about some. Oh, what's his name? If Ashton Jeanty was on Colorado, they would be in the playoff team. If Travis Hunter was on Boise State,
I don't like that.
Biggest fallacy in the world, bro. Biggest cap in the world.
Did we not see what Travis Hunter was doing? The Mountain West, Colorado State, who's a Mountain West team, or a lower level team like we did to Oklahoma State, Cincinnati, North Dakota State. Did we not see that?
And then Travis Hunter instantly fixes a secondary issue.
That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me someone who's elite on both sides.
What are you talking about? You can't tell me a team without DBs wouldn't benefit from a.
People say anything to try to discredit him, and it's wild, bro.
You know what's funny, Bama? They would go from run heavy to air raid.
Thank you.
They would be slinging that rock.
People trying to disrespect what Travis Hunter did, and he missed 3 games, by the way.
But I will say this though.
No, but I just think they hate because it's Colorado at the end of the day.
Travis did bring some to my attention though. Travis did bring some to my attention
and the bravado he brought. Because when they went,
it's no guarantee that if he would have.
Last year when they lost to Stanford, all of her, and I remember this year when they
No,
lost
that
to Kansas,
I ain't gonna
all
lie.
of
The
us
loss to
hopped in the
Stanford Grant was
bushes.
bad though. The loss
No,
to
it was
Stanford
bad. It was bad. I agree.
That was
But
on
when
Coach
this
Prime.
year, I'll focus on this year. When they lost to Kansas, granted, it was an ugly loss. All this, they don't. It's not because they hate Travis. Because I'm telling you, if Travis was playing anywhere else except for Colorado, let's say hypothetically he didn't go to Jackson State, he still went to Florida State. They'd say he's the Heisman. They are saying that because they don't like.
That's what I was about to bring up. Travis brought up a good point on this podcast. He said if he would have went to another school besides with Coach Prime, he don't know if he would have played both ways because Florida State wasn't going to let him play. Yeah, he said Florida State wasn't going to let him play both ways, and then he even said that at Jackson State it took Coach Prime 3 games to let him play both ways.
Yeah,
it wasn't even a. Yeah, he had to really ball out at DB.
He said that he had to convince Coach to like give him the opportunity, and he said no at first.
Yeah, I think it was like 2-3 games.
He didn't think it was necessary to put that much tension on his body, but he kept begging him, and he's like, "All right, I'll give you a shot." I think it was against Southern. It was at that game, and that was the game he played, and he played amazingly well. I don't think he had like 2 touchdowns in that game.
He was going crazy at Jackson State. He was going stupid.
Oh yeah, he was a dog.
But yeah, man, I just feel like the Heisman salute Tank. I just feel like the Heisman talks are just stupid. Like one is clearly the Heisman. Y'all just don't like it because he played Colorado.
And if you say this is a robbery, if he wins it, y'all just gotta give it up.
Well, popularity award. Fuck up. He's top 5 in every stat.
Yeah, I heard them say that on Twitter. I was just
anybody talking about some. Oh, it's a popularity stat. A popularity award. He's top 5 in every category. What are you talking about?
I will say this though, and I know y'all are probably gonna look at me crazy, but hypothetically, if Milroe would have kept up that performance from the Georgia game all the way through,
he would have won a Heisman.
He would have won the Heisman.
I would agree with that. But here's the thing, though. I would understand that because Bama would probably have less L's.
Yeah, that'd be like
you're Alabama.
Yeah,
and you're gonna be a top 4 seed. Like this shit like
and
that.
And he would have had like 40-something total touchdowns.
If Cam Ward, they would have stayed undefeated and he would have kept his numbers up, maybe been a little bit better, bro. I would understand it. If Dylan Gabriel's numbers were really like jump out the room and they're already undefeated in one team in the country, I will understand it. Bro, I'm not hearing no. This is just how I feel about the last thing I'll go.
Like, I think what GT is, don't get me wrong, I think what GT's doing is incredible. And if they give it to him, I'm not mad.
Bro, this is the last thing I will say before, so we can get to these awards, the award picks. Because it ain't gonna take a minute, but still. There will never be, unless the power forward, the top teams, wherever players who are in that conversation for a Heisman are playing like mediocre, there will never be a group of 5 Heisman winner. There will never be one. Unless you will have to do something. You have to break an outstanding.
You would have had to run for 3K.
You would have to break an outstanding record. You would have to throw for 6,000, like how Bailey Zappi broke Joe Burrow, almost do some shit like that, and win games. You have to do something out of this fucking mind because you're already in a deficit because, bro, you're playing group of 5 football. You're playing Wyoming. You're playing San Diego State. You're playing fucking Utah State. You're playing these teams that are garbage. Nobody's really not going to be like, oh, yeah, you're playing crazy comp. And then, yeah, say if you do play a good team here and there, it's not going to outweigh 12 games, man.
Let me ask you this. If he would have ran for like 28, 2,900 and let's say 37 touchdowns.
Yeah, Heisman. Give it to him. I am perfectly fine with that because you broke Barry's record and you tied the TD record. You got it. But he didn't even get it though. Like he didn't get it. So that's why I say he would have to break Barry's record to get it, and he didn't get it, bro. So that's why, nah.
We got 29, 29.
120 away. But yeah, I agree.
What?
Yeah,
so what did he finish with, Donnie?
He finished
25.
He finished with 25.
Just like right under 25. So
right under. Yeah. That's what I said. He finished.
He's like 125 something yards away. So he was close, but not quite.
All right. Do they count? So if he run for 120 in the
bowl game, it would count for the season.
Yep.
No, I'm talking about the season. Oh, in the bowl game. Yeah.
So it would count for the
record. It counts in the play. He's going to break the record. It counts in the bowl game. Yeah. He's going to break the record, but not before the Heisman gets announced.
All right, so let's get to these awards. I think everybody got Travis winning Heisman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the Maxwell is the best player of the year award.
Maxwell and Walter Camp are basically like best player of the year.
They're gonna split.
One's gonna go to Travis. One's gonna go to Genty. That's how it is.
That's how it goes.
Have to ask if Rose versus Genty would be still a two-way player. Would you be the favorite? I think no. I'm not gonna lie. Genty will win it easily.
Wait. If Rose were if Genty was
Travis was doing the two-way shit in a group of 5 versus Genty in a power forward.
Genty would win this.
I think Genty it'll be the same odds in my opinion.
But what I'm saying is,
if Genty was 100 yards away in the power,
hold on, let me see something real quick.
Oh yeah, if he was
only
that
reason
close to
why.
I will say, this is the thing. If Genty's team would make the playoffs like Boise did, I think he would win.
You said what?
If you know how Travis is going to win and his team didn't make the playoffs, if Genty was let's say at Kansas State and they did make the playoffs and he ran for all those yards, I don't know if they would give it to him.
I see. I don't know. I think they would though because it'll be like
it would be close because you're right. The group of 5 contacts is going to hurt them.
The one thing I'll give the Heisman committee about being consistent of, there is an outstanding player that has either 9 or above wins that is going crazy. They will give him the Heisman. So that's why, like for example,
no, for sure.
RG3, he snapped.
RG3, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson,
I think
all those guys.
I think a good way to wrap all this up with Travis. He's the best. He had the best season. He's the best player in college football, and he's the best player in the draft.
And that's what I'm saying. And let me say it again. It is not a diss to Genty. I already told y'all since when the Falcons played the Bucks the first time back in October, he don't got a shot because he's in the group of 5, bro. Like it don't matter. They're not gonna give. That's like saying.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on. What if Genty was in the Power 4, but they were both in the Power 4, and he was doing this?
Shit.
There we go.
That's closer. Now that's closer.
You can have it.
I think people
I would still lean towards Trav because
it's really a convo though.
It'll be
you can have the conversation.
If they were both in the same conference, it would be a way different just the same power 4, be a way different conversation.
Like if Genty was in the ACC and Travis was in the Big 12 and they both went crazy.
Let's just say Genty's on SMU. They might lean towards Genty because they made the playoffs. They might lean towards it. But
I think that would be the deciding factor.
That is literally where if whoever wins it, I'm cool. I'm fine. But I will probably lean towards Travis again, bro, we have never seen this before. This shit's crazy. And he missed 3 games.
All right, award time, right?
I'm just looking versus the similar talent what he would go against if he was in that Power 5. So if I'm just basing off Colorado State and North Dakota State, right? If he keeps up that type of production, you looking at Travis Hunter possibly having 1,300 to 1,400 receiving yards and 20 plus touchdowns. And then he gets a pick every game. So then you're going to be looking at 10 plus interceptions. So you mean tell me somebody with 1,400 receiving yards, 20 touchdowns, 20 receiving touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, even if Ashton Genty do got 2,400
that's what I'm
power.
saying, bro.
It's I don't know, man.
That's a good debate, though. That's a really good.
He wasn't close to 10 picks, though. He had 4 in the air.
No. I'm saying he had 4 with the competition, but versus
quarterbacks and stuff.
Versus the level.
Donnie, realistically, let's say
I gotta go off North Dakota State
and
Colorado State. That's the quarterback. To me, I feel like that's the quarterbacks with the range of quarterbacks that'll probably be in a conference like that. So based off them quarterbacks, he got an interception off both of them, and he got 2 plus touchdowns on both of those teams. 3 on North Dakota State. So I'm just saying, based off of that, you looking at 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
No, I get it.
Hypothetically, if he, of course, he probably don't get a pick every game, but
yes. All right, man, but let's get to these awards, bro. Obviously, we already just talked about the Heisman. We all got Travis Hunter winning the Heisman.
Yeah. Maxwell, Walter Camp. One of them is going to get one.
Maxwell, Walter Camp, I'm assuming y'all just going to say we could just flip-flop.
Flip them, whatever, yeah.
That's so dumb.
So this is where it gets kind of confusing. So I'm going to start off with you, Donnie. Who you think should win the Ben there? Which is For the chat, I don't know. It's basically the defense player of the year.
And there is the finalists for this award are Travis, Caleb Downs, and Abdul Carter. I think they're going to give it to Abdul Carter. I think because Abdul Carter has been the best edge rusher in the country this year. I think we can all agree on that. He's going to be a top 10 pick, maybe even top 5 pick. They just normally lean pass rusher with the Bederick, so I think they're going to give it to Abdul Carter.
Bama.
I like Trav to get that shit. I don't know, bro. I just think you just got to get that boy every award you can, bro. Unfortunately, bro, they just came to college with a unicorn. They get to tell their kids about this shit, though. Like all them dudes that lose these trophies to Travis, they get to tell their kids, like, hey, man, I played with this freak of nature, man. Like, he played both ways.
Bama, he's nominated for 7 awards, bro.
As he should be.
Yep.
7. But Grant, who you got for Bednarik?
I agree with Donnie. I think it's going to be Abdul Carter. I mean, as a defensive player, the way he has contributed to that Penn State defense has been unbelievable. I think it's going to be him.
Dawson.
I guess I'm going to be the only one that takes Caleb Downs. I think he was the best.
I would have gone.
I think he was by far the best defensive player on Ohio State this year. So I'm gonna take Caleb Downs.
Bray Hubbard's better.
Jack Sawyer was good.
Yeah, you crazy.
But Caleb Downs got beat by Michigan.
You know who wasn't good, Donnie? JTT. Okay.
Well, yeah, he's not good, but we digress.
Oh yeah, but we said this for 2 years, but we can continue.
Shout out to Lucas Shanu.
Yeah, all right. Dawson, back on you. Nagurski.
The finalists for this, by the way, Mason Graham, Abdul Carter, Jade Barron, and Kyle Gennard.
Yeah, Mason Graham's going to win one award. It's just going to happen.
Grant.
What's the award?
Nagurski.
Sorry.
It's basically another deep
Another defense,
It's dumb.
Who are the finalists again? I forgot for that.
Mason Graham, Abdul Carter, Jade Barron, and Kyle Gennard.
I'd say Mason Graham. I'm picking.
Bama.
I like Fat Boy.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to Mason, man. He's been the best defensive tackle in the country this year.
Mm-hmm. All right, Donnie, back on you. Well, I'm gonna say mine. This is gonna be the Yeah, look, this is a definition of a bot.
Here we go.
We already talked about this. We already talked about this. We don't need to recap.
I just can't wait for this Heisman Award ceremony to get this over with. When he wins it, the internet is gonna be on fire for like a month.
I'm okay. I'm all right with that.
Bottler, you trying to raise rate? Davey O'Brien. I will personally go Shador Sanders, but Donnie, who you got?
And also for those watching, the finalists are Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, and Dylan Gabriel. I just think with the way that Cam Ward just Superman this team, and I know we had a very long discussion about this on Discord a few hours ago, I just think Cam Ward's been the best quarterback in the country this year. So I'd say Cam Ward.
Bama.
Gotta go Shador, man. How all of these voters and experts doing that, dude? That shit. Sorry. He improved from last year. And last year he had a fucking phenomenal season, and he got better. I don't know. To me, he was. At first, I thought Cam Ward was better. I was on the Cam Ward train, but Shador, man, I think he got to win, and he should at least been nominated for the Heisman too.
Grant,
yeah, I think I think the two is going to be between Cam Ward and Shador. And I just think when you talk about pure QB play, I feel like in my mind, Shador this season, just what he did, just how he was able to improve over a year. But honestly, if we're talking the best QB in the country, I'd have to say Cam, because I think Cam, again, the way he was able to even though they fell apart at the end, just the way that Miami team managed to was literally relying on him, and he was running them through games. Like look at Duke when they were struggling at the half and they didn't stand. They had nothing, and then Cam had to literally just completely take the entire game over. I think it's him, but I think it's going to be close between him and Shador.
Dawson.
Best QB in the country, Ty Simpson. Fuck all that bullshit. I mean that shit.
Yeah, I do think there's multiple quarterback awards, and I think all three of them are going to win one. So, I'll just go Shador Sanders for this one.
All right, bet. Next one, Dawson. Well, we can skip this one because we all know the Doak Walker's.
We all know Genty's going to win the Doak Walker.
Oh yeah, I mean GX.
Yeah, God damn.
Dawson, who you think is going to win Biletnikoff? This is interesting.
Oh,
The finalists for this, by the way, Ted McMillan, Travis Hunter, and Nick Nash.
Yeah, Ted McMillan is my Biletnikoff winner.
Yeah, I got Tet too. So,
Bama,
Travis.
Donnie.
If I hear Travis' name pop up, I'm picking him.
Oh man, they're gonna give it to Ted. They're going to. He's the best receiver in the country. He's the best receiver in the draft. They're gonna give it to Ted.
All right, Donnie, back on you. John Mackey Award.
Now this is the best award in my opinion because I really don't know who's gonna win this. We all know it's either gonna be Tyler Warren or it's gonna be Harold Fannin Jr. It's gonna be one or the other. Coastal Loveland's a finalist, but he just doesn't have the raw numbers because of the quarterback.
Nah, he doesn't have the stats.
He's not going to get it. Warren cracked 1,000 yards, which is really impressive. Not many Power 5 tight ends have done that. He's basically the entire Penn State passing attack. Harold Fannin Jr., I believe, was 10 yards away from breaking the all-time record for yards by tight end in a year. And he had we bring up competition. Dude, Harold Fannin had over 130 yards against Penn State and had over 140 yards against Texas A&M. He lit both of them up. So it's not like he's doing this against cupcakes. I think they're going to give it to Tyler, but I would give it to Harold Fannin. I think Harold Fannin has been, I'm going to be honest, I think outside of Ashton Genty, he's been the best offensive player in the country this year. I think he's been that good. So I'd give it to Harold.
Bama.
What award is for tight ends?
Yeah.
What's that boy that played for Penn State?
Tyler Warren.
That big ass Viking right there.
Also built like a tank.
He's a big dude.
And he likes
260. He's 260.
Oh, where did Dave go? Thomas Castellanos officially committed to Florida State.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Yep. Grant.
Yeah, I got to give it to Tyler Warren. Just
Dawson.
That was their main reason Penn State was able to pass the ball sometimes at games.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because dude, Fannin is so good, but at the same time, Tyler Warren literally does everything. I mean, Wildcat quarterback,
50-yard run,
50-yard running touchdown. He's throwing the ball. This dude is. Besides Travis, he's one of the most versatile players in the country.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Tyler Warren. Yeah, he deserved it.
I'll stand on an island on that one.
And I'm not gonna forget that 200-yard game versus USC either. I'm just not.
Yeah. Broke a record. So.
Yeah.
Dawson, back on you. Outland Trophy, O-line / D-line, finalists. Mason Graham, Calvin Banks. Those are 3 nominees. Who you got?
I'm gonna give it to Kelvin Banks. I think Kelvin Banks wins it.
Yeah, I think it's Kelvin Banks too.
Bama.
What award is this?
Outland.
The Outland Trophy. So it's the best offensive / defensive lineman. The nominees are Kelvin Banks Jr., Mason Graham, and Walter Nolan.
What you got?
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Just Banks, man.
I bet.
I really don't care.
Donnie?
This feels like an award where they're just because every year there's always that one award that's just like what the hell? Like why did that just the stupidest award? I feel like this could be the one, and they might give it to Walter Nolan. He's been great this year. Don't get me wrong, but he does not deserve it. But I'm gonna just pray they make the right choice and they give it to Kelvin Banks.
All right, Donnie, back on you. Does anybody not think Texas isn't winning the best online award?
They're gonna win it.
They're gonna win it.
They're gonna win it. Maybe Oregon could, but they're gonna win it.
Nah, and then Donnie.
Is it just because they ain't winning?
Nah, Bama, they O-line has been going crazy. I'm telling you, like I'm dead.
It's more than Alabama O-line?
Yeah. Yes.
The finalist for the award, who is it's Texas, Oregon,
Texas.
and
Army.
It's Army. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Texas, Oregon, and Army. But
Alabama didn't even get nominated?
Nah.
That's wild.
So back on you, Donnie. Dick Buckus Award.
Linebacker.
Okay, so the finalists for this are Danny, Barrett Carter, Chris Paul Jr., and Jalen Walker. Just give it to Jalen Walker.
Dude for Bama didn't get nominated? That's crazy.
Heath Campbell. In my opinion, I'd give it to Jay Higgins, but he's not a finalist either. But
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people got snubbed.
Out of all the finalists,
Yeah,
I think Jalen
awards this
Walker
year have a
deserves it.
lot of nasty.
I think Jalen Walker deserves it with how good he's been as a pass rusher this year. So I'll say Jalen Walker for Georgia.
Bama.
It's crazy.
This award's already done, Stargo?
You be the old boy from Georgia.
No, it's not. It gets announced tomorrow.
Yeah, they're gonna give it to the Georgia linebacker.
Yeah, give me the Georgia boy.
Oh shit, Georgia linebacker.
Yeah, same here. I think he's gonna win it. I don't think there's any. I love Chris Paul Jr., but
he's right. It was announced. It was given to Jalen Walker.
Wow,
They gave it to Walker. Okay,
that makes
sense. That makes sense. Good call. Good.
Yeah, Chris Paul Jr. by the way did have a great season too for what.
Yeah,
I will give him a shout out. He does not get
next one, which it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The Jim Thorpe Award. It doesn't make sense that Trav is in the best defensive player of the year convo.
But he's not a finalist.
But he's not a finalist for the position that he plays. Like, that's why I say college football, they got too many awards. Like,
they do.
They need to
we gotta trim.
There shouldn't be 3-4 quarterback awards.
That's ridiculous.
There shouldn't be 3 best player of the year awards.
Money. That's why money.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Donnie, you remember the Walter Camp Player of the Year award in college when Kenneth Walker won?
No, it don't make sense how, bro. I'll never forget, bro.
And he finished like 6th in the Heisman.
I love Kenneth Walker too.
Bro, I'll never forget.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker, he's great.
Phenomenal,
bro. Caleb Williams wins the Heisman. Max Duggan wins Davey O'Brien.
Yeah. They just give Trent. They just be giving out quarterbacks awards just to give them out.
They just be like, you want here, take it.
Makes no sense. So I'm gonna start off with you, Dawson. I'm gonna say who my coach of the year is because head coach of the year. I think it's Kurt Cinetti, and it's not a debate.
Hold on, Trent. We gotta pick the Jim Thorpe though.
Oh, I'm tripping. I totally forgot.
Yeah,
my bad.
So the finalists for the Thorpe are Caleb Downs, Malachi Starks, and Jadae Barron. Those are the 3 finalists.
I go Jadae personally.
Yeah,
I go Jadae.
Yeah, I think Jadae has had more.
This may be a hot take. This may be a hot take. I think if Travis was in this, I'd still slightly lean Jadae Barron just because I think the competition is a little bit harder.
I don't hate that take. I would pick Travis personally, but I don't hate it.
If you pick Travis, I totally get it. I just think Jadae Barron, like Texas's secondary was so bad last year, and he's the main reason why.
How is it biased, family? Jadae Barron is the truth.
How is this biased?
He's the truth.
Because this is coming from the same people that just say Texas has the best roster in college football. But all right.
They do.
I'm an Iowa fan, bro. Not a Texas fan.
Bro, I'm a Notre Dame fan. I can't talk really.
I got 3 Iowa hats over there. Come on now.
Damn, who you got though for Jim Thorpe?
Who was up there? Who was up for it?
Caleb Downs, Malachi Starks, and Jadae Barron.
You mean Malachi? Nah, I can't even do that.
Gotta pick the non-SEC. I respect it.
Pick your boy.
You know I don't want to pick him. Fuck him. Bray Hubbard's better, bro.
Keon better, Mr. Sab.
Yeah, hell yeah, both of them. So it's just like it's
Barron's better.
By default though. Because Starks just got torched a little bit this year, but he's still good to me. But yeah, I guess Barron.
Grant, who you got?
Yeah, it's Barron too. I think as a overall player, he did so much more for his team this season than the other guys, in my opinion, personally.
Yep.
Dawson?
I don't know if he did.
I agree. Barron. I would pick Barron out of those guys.
All right, and last one before we head out. I already said my head coach of the year. I think it's Kurt Cinetti. It's not close because the finals are Marcus Freeman, Shane Beamer, Kurt Cinetti, Jeff Monken, and Dan Lennon.
Why is Freeman on here?
Wait.
Freeman.
I don't know why Marcus
Freeman.
Wait,
I can't believe y'all hate on Marcus Freeman.
I'm I love Freeman.
Time out. I'm not even hating on that. Buddy from Arizona State didn't make it.
Yeah, that's
Dillingham,
crazy.
no, we didn't.
Dillingham did get it.
I think the reason why he
That's
didn't make
crazy.
it,
I'm not gonna lie.
I
That's
think the reason why he didn't make because it was a late push.
Yeah, that's why. That's the reason why.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're going coach of the year, it's Kurt. It's not even
It's
close.
Kurt.
And I told this
I
to the
think it's
guys.
worse
on
than
here.
Eddie.
It's not close.
I think
Yeah.
it's Kurt because I told this
Well,
to the
I
guys
mean,
on here.
bro, if they
Like,
win,
say it's him.
Because he has given that
Grandma,
team
they
the
were
most
2-10
wins in their
the year
program has had the
before.
last 20
They were-
years.
I don't care.
just
They
went 11
played.
and
They
one.
played junior colleges the following year. That
Bama,
11 and 1 is not moving.
Hold on, time out. Here's the thing, Bama. You need to realize. You say they play junior college. It's the Big Ten, but either way, you say they play junior colleges. I agree. Their schedule was weak. However, here's the thing. They were the ones in the junior college, but not only junior college, they were the bottom barrel.
No,
They've
they
been
were
laughing
dogs.
stock of
They
Power
were
5 football for the
terrible,
last.
bro.
Like when you think of the worst teams in Power 5,
They were down there with
Andy,
Colorado before
you think
Dion.
of Colorado, and you think of Indiana. Last year they were 10-2. They were a bottom
2-10.
feeder. This year, they're 11-1.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I told this to
They
them on
were
this
a
chat. Bama, I'm
laughing
gonna
stock
ask you
of the
this.
Big
I'm gonna
Ten.
ask Bama this question. Outside of this year, guess
they've had more wins in this.
Go ahead.
They had more wins this season than they did the last 3 years combined.
Yeah, like
They
hold
were
up, Bama, I'm
laughing
asking you this real
stock of the
quick.
Big
In the
Ten.
last 20 years or so, how many outside of this year? What's the most amount of wins that Indiana's had in a year? Guess.
7, maybe.
Probably
8.
6.
Or actually, it was
Oh,
8
okay.
in 2019. That's it. They've had every single season they've had. It's been horrible. And he took them 1 year, and they went 10-2. They went 11-1, and they were a shot for the Big Ten title this year. And I think they're gonna make a run in this playoff.
They wasn't a
It's
shot
him.
because they look like regular old Indy. They look like typical Indiana versus Ohio State, bro. Like I don't know. I got Dan Lanning, bro.
They
He
not
made
gonna give
that
it to him
team
'cause
even
they're
better,
not.
bro.
They're not gonna give it to
You
him.
know what? I'm fine with that.
I can see why they give it to him, but me personally, you went from 2-10 to 11-1 playoffs.
Playoffs. bro.
Automatic coach of the year to me.
Trey,
That's
did you see the
Who are
dude?
all the coaches though? Who are the coaches in
It's
there?
Marcus Freeman, Jeff Monken, Kurt
Shout out
Cinetti,
on it. Shout out
Dan
on it.
Lanning, and
Yeah, Army.
Red
I
Lash
got
is not
Army.
gonna
I got
go
Army.
there.
Hey,
It's
me
Shane-
personally, this
Come on,
weekend,
I just
I got
thought about
Army
it.
beating
Where's
Navy.
SMU's coach?
how did Shane Beamer make it, but not Kenny Dillingham?
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm saying.
I don't know.
And South Carolina made a late push. Yeah, that don't make no sense.
No, well,
I
they're
don't
giving it to South Carolina because they put up
Where's
competitive
SMU's
fights.
coach? They were
Ain't make
good
it.
all season.
They ain't make it.
Brett
Yeah, I would've
Lash,
taken-
the
I would've
ugly
taken
ass
Freeman.
Auburn bum.
Personally, I love Freeman. I would have taken him out of this list. I'm
Yeah,
not
You
gonna
want
give
Big
it-
Ten Coach of the Year over Dion? Well, I think I'd probably. Yeah, I think that's
last.
fine.
I mean,
So look
didn't-
though, chat. That's gonna do it. You know, we did a pretty good ass episode today. Appreciate everybody who came out, tapped in with us. Of course. Make sure I keep tapping in with us. We getting closer. We about to be in this off season, bro. And you know the off season get the most hectic. All the crash out arguments gonna start happening.
Yeah, UNC
Great.
just posted their welcome
Playoff
post
football
for
is
the
here.
season.
College football. We about to be in NFL playoffs too.
Predictions next week.
Feel me? Of course, appreciate Bama coming out, supporting. Like I said, man, keep tapping us. We're gonna roll to 2K. And on Bama, you got anything you want to say before you head out, bro?
Bro, you know what I'm saying? We got our savior, Keelan Russell. This gap is gonna be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Roll Tide, man. Oregon gonna win it.
Look, the VIP room is gonna be back probably during the off season because you know they like I already kept saying these off season VIP rooms gonna be lit. Film room's gonna be here. Just keep tapping in with us, bro. Road to 2K draft season is about to be here. Senior Bowl, yeah, bro. We here. So look,
Yeah.
we gonna catch y'all. We out. Deuces.